ticket. I was on that midnight flying out of Birmingham, I'm smoking into New Orleans. Somebody help me get out of Louisiana. Just help me get to Houston town. There are people there who care a little about me, and they will not let that poor boy down. Take it, son.
So 6:09 is the time here in Nashville, Tennessee. Day 4, final day of SEC Media Days. Been a fun trip. A little landlocked with this hotel everywhere with this construction. But yesterday was Sam Pittman Day and the Hogs Day. We'll have some sound from them. I think Trey Shep joined us, by the way, too. Good morning, Trey.
Morning.
What's up, Trey?
What's up, bud?
Josh Neighbors producing back in the back. Josh, by the way,
hey, guess what? I didn't have any ketchup last night.
Good. Josh, do you see my what you might say? Do you see we're going to try to
we are efforting getting you up there.
Okay. Trey is. I'll give you one guess, Roger. What Trey has been up since 3:00 doing this morning?
Getting prepared for the short hairs.
No.
Wait. Getting video and Ethernet.
Nope.
One more guess. Trying to get Randy to go to sleep. No. All right.
What begins today in another country? You forgot.
That would be the
yeah
today.
British Open.
It's over in
Open, excuse me. Yes.
It's in Liverpool, right?
They're in Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Very good, Rod.
Yeah. Well, listen, I was up early too when it was on. Right. Listen, we are. What are we in? Are we afternoon drive in Edinburgh? I think we are.
I think we're midday.
We're midday. We're midday in Edinburgh.
Maybe it was 1 or 2.
It's noon over there right now.
It's noon.
It's a 6-hour.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Very good. Very good.
Now, Trey, how late does it stay light there?
Well, when I was there, the sky never got completely dark. Never got completely dark. Now the sun set at like 10:30.
So they can play till 10:30, right? They could play that late.
Yeah, they could play that late. Now they can't because the Earth has started tilting the other direction. But back around the middle of June, they could. Sun comes up about when I was there about 4:30, 4:40 in the morning.
Who's leading, by the way?
Christio Leproc.
Oh, look at you! John Daly is supposed to be playing.
Yes.
Really?
Listed as playing. Yeah,
David Lingmerth, Taylor Morris, and former Razorbacks.
Arkansas connections there.
Taylor Moore is playing with John Daly.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're in the same group.
What time is tea time
today?
Wowza. Well, this is the one that he takes advantage of every year because of the lifetime pass. Yes.
Yeah, he gets the lifetime pass, and
that one in the PGA.
That's right, because he's won. And just hope he's healthy enough to where he can. I know they love him over.
You dang right, they love him over there. And we are efforting right now to get Baz checked on with the video. I think they have a link that I know, Josh, you have sent them, but it looks like the audio has dropped off as well. They are at the SEC Media Days. We've got audio from that we'll be playing later on today as well throughout the show. I know you have that. Significant days in history. We'll be talking about that. We have got Alice Cooper tickets to give away, but we've got to give away at least a couple of pairs. We've got 4 to give away.
4 left
by 10 o'clock tomorrow. We've got 4 to give away. We'll give away at least a couple of pair here today with Factor Crap and some movie trivia. Go ahead, Bob.
I don't know where we lost.
That's all right. Yeah, it was. I don't know what you're talking about. We're talking about Daly, and that was about it. Yeah.
Daly. Did you hear us when Roger, when we went over there, when we were in Scotland? I mean, every time we brought up John Daly's name, especially around Edinburgh and around the old golf course, everybody loves him. So he's
smile face. They got a smile on their face when they talk about John because what were those guys doing every time we talked to them? They were also drinking beer during our show, and so they love John Daly because he's a kid at heart.
Wait, what is that right there?
That is on the sidewalk to if you're looking up the 18th. You have on the old course, you have the street, and then you have like the Russex Hotel and all the shops. That's on the sidewalk. They have commemorated
all the winners.
John Daly. Yeah, there's Tiger Woods in 2000.
That's such a big
Stacey Lewis.
Oh, very
won
nice.
The British Women's Open.
Yeah,
over there.
Very nice. The winner gets $3 million for that, which is amazing how much the purses, Trey, have gone up. But so we're going on that. We'll find out when Daly tees off. So we got that to deal with today. As far as the SEC Media Days go, today you have Ole Miss with Lane Kiffin first. Shane Beamer with South Carolina, and Coach Josh Heupel. It'll be interesting with Tennessee with all the recent news with them and them being able to avoid the bowl ban of what they have to say. And Lane Kiffin's always entertaining too, so that's a positive.
John Daly tees off at 2:04 British Standard Time, 8:04.
Okay, so we're going to see 2 hours of him today.
Yep.
We'll also have, in addition to plenty of SEC Media Day talk, we'll have Melinda Mayo on 8:30. Joey Gonzalez is here, Justin Moore's manager. He'll be stopping by. Marty Smith said he was disappointed he didn't get by yesterday, so he's going to try to get by here today. There were plenty, I think now, I don't know if you agree or not, Trey, because you've been in all these. Roger, I don't know if you heard it, but it's almost like Sam Pittman is now considered maybe the funny guy of the SEC Media Days. And somebody made the comment that Leach. I mean, I got you. These guys going to make the quotes that are memorable.
Give you the good stuff.
It's in the same old Coach speak.
Yeah. Well, he did that with one cold beer.
He did the ham beer, and I'm going to you, Roger, on this. I've heard of ham beer. I don't know much about ham beer.
Ham was a bear. It was a bear. I think ham was a bear.
Did you hear what he said yesterday about that?
I heard what he said about the boat. I didn't hear anything about beer or anything.
Yeah, he said somebody asked him. It was a Tennessee guy. Somebody was asking about state of Tennessee and recruiting. He said, "Would you like a ham beer?" He said, "Well, I drink a ham beer, but I burp a lot once I drink it."
Okay.
So those are the kind of things that get people's attention.
Well, you know what, Baz, and because of that, and I know I heard a couple of folks, that because of my stance on wanting to win and not just being a wonk for the Razorbacks, even though it might go against the grain. When they were talking about, he talking about getting on his boat and this and that. And I said, look here, the guy down that, Michael Marion at Simmons, who works his butt off at Simmons arena all the time, works hard. The folks over here across the building, where Jessica works, they work hard every day and all that. They're no different than Coach when it comes to, man, my boat, I'm getting off my boat. I'm thinking about the next time I'm going to get on my boat. It's okay that he's not thinking about football all the time, that he can say those things, because we all do that. We're all just regular people.
The question was specifically about what do you like to do during the summer? Yeah. So he said, I wish I could play golf. He said, I'm not very good at it.
That's right. And I'm okay with stuff like that and making those comments like that.
Yeah.
I think Bielema maybe rubbed me the wrong way his first SEC Media Day when he stepped out there and said, I'm not here to compete with Alabama. I'm here to beat them. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty bold.
Well, it's a bold statement. Yeah, I think I heard that in True Grit. That's a bold talk for a one-eyed fat man. But
I back it up.
That sets up my question for the day, which we've probably talked about this before, but I don't know if you've had it for a question of the day. So outside of Alabama, since we've heard all the teams, we got the next 3 teams today, the final ones. Outside of the Alabama game, if you have to pick one game that you feel we got to win, we need to win, or you would choose to win, you could say, I can guarantee a win somewhere if you think it's important.
And it could set you up for the remainder of the season.
It's up to you. I'm
going to LSU.
Oh, you're going to LSU?
Yeah, that's so early. That's an early
first
one.
SEC game, and it could set you up for the rest of the year.
Well, listen, I'd love to beat LSU.
Yours is A&M.
Mine is, because I think, and maybe for some reason, I think A&M is not as good as LSU. I think maybe we have a better chance of winning against.
But you're saying you can guarantee that win.
Yeah, if you wanted to say you could pick it, maybe in terms of reality, is that I think the reality is the A&M game is more important, because I just think it's going to be tough to win in Baton Rouge. I'm saying we can't. It's going to be tough to do.
Listen, let's get past BYU first. So if we go to LSU, it's LSU and A&M for me too. Right on the surface, it would be that way. So we get into LSU, we're 3-0. If we go in, if Trey has his way, and I like it, then we go into A&M 4-0. And
you're
1-0 in the SEC.
And you're 1-0 in the SEC.
Well,
you got to beat that. So those teams are huge.
Yeah. That's good. Of course, the other one is that, part of me is I want to freaking beat Missouri. Can we beat Missouri? Can we please beat Missouri?
Josh had something to say about that.
Hey,
what's that?
Did you boys see?
You've never won there.
Did you all see our man John Neighbors on a different show? I took some issue with something he had to say.
Yeah, I did. He told me he got like 300,000 views.
Yeah,
so
because John said that Arkansas is a better team than Missouri. They just don't win the games. And I get it, but at some point when you play 9 games and you only win 2 of them, and I'm not going to say Missouri's a better program. I'm not going to say it. I don't believe that.
Well, do you have an issue with the statement?
Yes.
Because it's one of those things where you go, well, if, ands, and buts.
Yeah, right.
Because we're better.
You just don't win the game.
You know what? It's like that movie. What movie is it where the
What
guy
are you
goes,
judged on? What are you judged
Michael
on?
Jordan's got 6 rings. Yeah, what movie that is. Is
Yeah,
that your issue?
It's John has to think about it like this. I get it because he's a hog. That's the thing.
He's a hog.
Hogs by 90,
That's
right? Hogs by 90.
That's right.
But you cannot say it's a better team, better program if you don't win the game. You got to cash checks, man. You got to cash checks.
Yeah, that's right. If you never, we've beaten them one time, like 6 years.
It's twice in 9 years.
Trey, let me ask you this: those 5 years that Bielema lost to A&M, were we a better team? We just didn't win.
Maybe one of those games you could say that they might have been the better team, just didn't win, like the Dan Skipper hold that was 28 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But overall, no, you can't say that because you didn't win the game. Are we a better team than Alabama, even though we're 0-15 or whatever it is, the streak against them right now?
Right.
No. Were we better back when Shula was the coach and we actually won some of those games?
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, I follow you. I see. You're exactly right. You know, you hear those ratios. Hey, we beat A&M one time type thing. You know, so maybe we had the better team on that, but it just didn't happen, especially when you got back-to-back and belly-to-belly overtime losses.
Also you had Rocket Sanders. We had on the show for a little bit yesterday. If you missed that, you can check out on our podcast his interview. Also, the other story, Landon Jackson. Boy, he looks the part now. You know, he came in. He was a transfer from LSU, 6'7", about 230.
He looks good.
Yeah,
does he look good? Yeah, we talked about him before you got there.
Yep. Yeah, he looks the part now. Again, he's got to produce, but he really is a good looking. I mean, those 3 guys Sully put out yesterday. To win in this league, you got to have NFL players, and those 3 guys look like NFL players. And KJ did a good job. I thought KJ, all the things he said were very good.
Bling bling. He had on bling bling.
He did. He did. What was it for he was MVP for the Outback and the
Liberty Bowl.
Did you thought it was an interesting trade that the Commissioner Sankey sort of made a little dig, said that there are some things at the end of that Liberty Bowl game, some questionable things. Remember that?
Yeah.
And that was because
the targeting call.
Yeah, the officiating was the Pac-12. Yeah, and I thought that was because here was another thing too. That was Quincy McAdoo, right? That was involved with that. You know, the Quincy McAdoo situation. Somebody asked Pittman that yesterday, and he said that according to him, his words were all have it certainly that he was set to be cleared in a few weeks, but that didn't mean he would be able to play.
Yeah,
and you don't think he's going to be able to play at all?
Not this year. I don't think so.
Yeah,
from everything that I've heard, I don't believe he's going to be able to play this year.
Yeah, it says I think he's going to be cleared a little bit more in 3 to 4 weeks, and then we'll go from there. I think there's a great chance he'll get back to 100%. I just don't know how long that's going to be. Whether it's in for me to say that I'll have an opportunity to play this year would be probably premature. So he didn't rule it out. Said he's cleared, but yeah, isn't it amazing that nobody?
But that could be coach talk too at the end of that to try to give other teams, hey, you still need to pay attention to that guy when you're doing your off-season prep on the Razorbacks.
Yeah, Roger. Well, of course, after the first game, it's almost irrelevant anyway.
Right?
Maybe not, because you know that he's out. And so if he comes back late.
If he starts practicing, and of course, from a defensive standpoint, it's not quite as important to know. I mean, you obviously look at film and see. But remember, guys, when we saw that wreck, you go, oh, my gosh, he flipped coming out of the tunnel. You know, and I think he landed upside down. We were thinking, man, it's a miracle. He's still like, because did I hear he wasn't wearing a seatbelt, but he was. I don't know if I heard that or not. I can't recall. But either way, we just said, man, it was fortunate he's alive. Well, we thought it was okay. You know, that there was not any, not any injuries, but obviously there were. There were severe injuries. So anyway, that was something. Couple of things, Roger.
Yes,
we need to try to get.
I thought he was wearing his seatbelt.
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, we were just, maybe we were saying he was thankful that he was wearing a seatbelt. We need to talk with the folks at Oaklawn. Did you see they have raised the money for the purses in 2024 by more than $1 million? There already had been, the most ever, but now it's $1 million just for the big boy races. All the ones that get you to the Kentucky, like the Rebel Stakes and the Arkansas Derby. They bumped them up all. I think the Derby was $250,000. They did almost for every race. So. I mean, they dumped some more money. I mean, now I can remember when even the Arkansas Derby was like $500,000. Now it's $1.5 million now. But anyway, that's another statement. I don't think anybody in America, any track in America, pours as much money into their purses as
there's no dip on the graph. There's no dip. at Oaklawn. I mean, once the casino was up and running and the hotel and all that, because there's no dip. They just keep on. It's like a cleaning product for your kitchen. All new, better than ever.
Yeah.
Every year with what they're doing over there.
A couple other things. National Moon Day today. There's a reason for that. That Roger, he is our moon specialist and an expert. We'll talk about that. It's National Lollipop Day.
Oh yeah.
This country would be better off if kids had more access to more lollipops like we used to.
I think so. You have blow pops. I mean, even in the at the bank when we were kids, you remember you'd get those little. You'd go to the bank and you'd get dum dums. You'd get the little dum dum suckers, and those were great. But we need more blow pops.
What about the rope? The ropes lollipop that you would get going to get your hair cut.
Absolutely, you got that's right. Rope lollipop. Did we get some out of the little wicker basket at church? Maybe as a kid, maybe vacation. Loved the rope.
You got down to that rope, and that rope was.
You chewed the rope. You chewed the rope because it had residue on it. And you know what? It was the only time that I liked root beer suckers. Was the root beer?
Wow, I don't think I ever tasted a root beer. Sucker.
Listen, brother, you ain't lived.
I missed out. It's also National Fortune Cookie Day, International Chess Day, and actually, lastly, World Jump Day. I'm not sure. Roger, you don't know how to play chess, do you?
No, I couldn't even. I can't even play it if I let the computer do both sides.
Josh, what about you? Do you play chess?
I was a big chess guy growing up.
Of course you were. Of course.
Something told me that I
gave it away, Baz?
I don't know. Something told me that you were going to be. Well, he's a very intelligent young man, and he's a
Is that what it was?
Deep thinker. Yes,
deep thinker.
What is the most famous, Roger? What is the most famous movie that involves chess? Not, because
there was that Bobby Fischer movie,
Searching for Bobby Fischer.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of something else. Was there a chess done? Of course, you hear the term checkmate a lot, but I'm trying to think.
That's the only thing that we know. Check.
That's right. That's right.
The
first Harry Potter movie has the chess scene.
Okay.
That's obviously pretty big.
Oh, they're the full size, right? The pieces are the full size, adult size, right?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Somebody knows.
No, I like hearing Roger just say. Yeah. Tell me the next move, Roger.
It would be Ponderook.
Ponderook. Give me some other pieces on the chessboard.
You got the king and the queen, obviously.
Okay.
You got the duchess. I think you also have Meghan Markle.
Don't you have some servants?
Yes. You have Jester. You have Castle and Jester. You have those on there, and then you crown me.
The Jester.
You have the Jester. You have Meghan Markle. You throw the Markle on there.
The Markle.
Right.
Josh, we need the Jester and the Markle on your chess set.
Yes,
last but not least, I did. So nobody won the billion last night. Is that right?
No, there's a check this out. Somebody won the $1 billion from a convenience store on Skid Row in L.A.
No way.
That's interesting.
No way.
What? City with what's going on Skid Row. So, can you imagine somebody has got a lifetime supply of crack, or at least a 6-month supply that they'll go nuts on?
Did Arkansas, did we win all the stuff for the Arkansas lottery? Did everybody win?
Are we still doing that? No, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't hear that. I just heard on the news LA and the Skid Row, and there were some other folks that won half a mil or a quarter mil and all that. We can get those numbers as soon as we can. And obviously you need to try to get yourself hooked up video wise as well.
Yeah.
Just a heads up. The house cleaning.
We'll do that during the break. I thought I had me ready to go, but
it's the Grand Hyatt.
Baz, when you guys fell out for a second, I carried on with talking about giving away a couple of pair of Alice Cooper tickets today with Factor Crap and movie trivia. We'll do that as well. We've got to give away 4 pair by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Let's do
So,
it.
but we've got we can give away a couple today with those games. And again, will we be in Conway tomorrow at the golf tournament?
Yes.
Okay, tomorrow at the golf tournament. So whether we give something away there or not, that's what we'll do. And it may be some golf. Now, Trey, you're a golf wonk, and I don't mean that in a terrible way, but you'll watch it all. Baz, will you watch any? Say you're at home and you're not driving, because you and Double R are going to drop the headset and skate on back here after today's show. Will you watch any of the PGA today, or excuse me, of the Open today, tomorrow, or will you wait till Saturday?
I'll glance at it, especially if I see the Americans, or I'll try to look obviously for daily and. But yeah, if I see some of the leaders playing, I'll try to. I won't be locked in like Trey will, but I'll try to watch it.
There's nothing on. It's not on the Golf Channel. Is there any odd video?
It's on USA Network.
USA.
Right,
thank you, buddy. Thank you. Because I don't know the channels on this TV here, but I'll go to it.
And the weather looks nice over there.
Yeah, well,
they're getting lucky.
Yeah, I was going to say you will like it when it's not that way for that tournament.
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and take the break, Roger. When we come back, we also found out yesterday.
Yeah.
It's because of Hogs Plus, a little rubber band man there.
You got that right.
We found out that through Hogs Plus, some of Sam Pittman's favorite bands, and his favorite movies, and one was one we have discussed quite a bit recently, because it was one I needed to see, and he said that was his number one.
Oh, I'll be intrigued. I didn't hear that. Okay,
so we'll get that when we come back. If you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037. We'll check the text line now. Listen, it's that easy. Text us. We get it. 630.
Want someone who will make it look equal zero rest, knows exactly how to do it. The arm burn technology. All of that. It'll be
You got it done.
Take advantage of their silver sale when you get 15% off. That's right, 15% off any heating service. You know what? That includes your air ducts. People don't think about the air flowing through their home this time of the year, but it's important to think about that. You want to bring nice.
Oh, yeah.
No, it needs to be on you.
Why? You want to
Stay on you.
Want you FaceTime?
No, you're the guy. You're the guy. You are the main man.
15% off your next fee. Again, that's 15% off. Give a phone call. This is Joe Gunner at 175 803-262-4020 or schedule it here. Joel Live here at Columbia.com. Promo code summer sale. That's exactly how you would be able to take advantage of a great sale. So call or support Joel Live 0Columbia.com or 803-262-4020. Zero red spelled actually support the right way to think.
You know, I will say, when John does say stuff like that, he loses a little bit of credibility.
Yeah, well,
If he had any.
yeah, too. He's also apparently that's what that guy likes. He likes that kind of controversy. That's what when you say that, that you're going to get a ton of get a ton of hate, and you do lose credibility.
Got too many things up going. What is that called? Text groove?
$6:36. World Jump Day today. That was Sam Pittman on the plane coming in from
Did I hear him say notebook?
He did, and he said, just joking. He said, not really.
Okay.
He said, I thought that was pretty funny the way he took that back real quick. So he said, Joe Dirt, Forrest Gump, Notebook. He said, not. And he said, Maverick, which is the new Top Gun movie out. And then he said, first time he saw Scarface, it was, he said it was really sort of a scary, intense deal, but he loved that. So
Let's get into his head real quick. When he says Maverick, do you know now when I'm thinking about that, that's the thing that pops into my head instead of Top Gun. But I'm thinking about the Top Gun movie. So I wonder if that's if he's looking at Maverick actually over Top Gun, or is Maverick representing Top Gun? Does that make sense?
I think it's Top Gun.
What's that?
Very good.
I think it's Top Gun.
Might be
You
Top
think
Gun.
it's Top Gun?
I'll tend to go with that one just because of that. Not to say who gives a rat's, but Top Gun to me was better than Maverick. But I liked Maverick. And Scarface, of course, that's a no-brainer. We've got that. And Joe Dirt, is that the one you were talking about, Baz?
Yes, Joe Dirt was his number one. How about that? Which it actually ended up being a good movie. Remember I went in skeptical. But it ended up being a fun movie.
It's a funny, stupid movie. It's got a lot of movable parts, and we dig that. We do see you now up and running on the video screen, so you can go to the YouTube or however else we're providing video stream of Morning Mayhem. So we see you. Don't see Trip Trap Trey Shap. You gotta go to, there it is. You guys scoot in together like that.
I'm looking for the hot. Where's the hot? Oh,
It's on the other side.
Yeah,
Kind of around
it's on the far side.
curve.
There you go.
Yes, yeah.
There you go. That's it.
That's
That's a great. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. Right
Anybody
there.
that is watching that is sick now.
That's all right.
We're all good. But anyway, it's good to see you got long sleeves on. Nice.
Yeah, it's a little chilly in here. I was looking at some of our feedback. Someone says War Games. There was a chess scene in War Games. That's the one
Are
where
you ready to play a game? Hello, Falcon. I think that was chess, wasn't it? Didn't they just do a lot of simulation of that?
yes, I think that's exactly what it was. Here's one that says Queen's Gambit. Queen's Gambit. We'll go to Josh. Josh is our chess expert. I have no idea what that means.
That's the Queen's Gambit. I think it's either a TV show or a movie from. Oh, it's a TV show on
Gotcha.
Netflix. It's got Anya Taylor-Joy. That's the main actress.
So here's something that Wes from Prattsville says. This is on our text line that basically we're talking about what John Neighbors said about Missouri and Arkansas. Arkansas has a better overall record the last 2 years than Missouri, with a stronger schedule or a tougher schedule. Does that make any difference in relation to the argument who's better?
Say it again.
Since Wes says Arkansas has a better overall record the last 2 years, I think it's only by one game because I think Missouri won 6 last year, right, Josh? And Arkansas
Missouri
won 7.
6 games.
Yeah, no. That doesn't change. That doesn't change what I'm thinking about making the statement. I'm not slamming Johnny Neighbors. It's just one of those things when you say it. The homerism slip is showing when we do that, and I'm guilty of it myself. We're a better team. We just can't beat them. Well, that's that makes. You know what I'm saying? No.
Also, I want to clarify. I do not think Missouri is a better program than Arkansas.
Well, you better clarify.
I'm not saying that.
There's a lot of people on there going to be waiting on you to kick your ass.
I just want to clarify and say that I don't think Missouri is better, but to go out and say Arkansas is a better team,
I got you.
Every year that you're out, you're 2-7 is a really tough argument to make. You
have no grounds to argue about anything when you're 2-7 against somebody.
Well, and what did with Baz? What are we famous for saying? And you were guilty of it that you've admitted yourself. We all did. Was that hey, look, every year Missouri is a win. Yeah, you know, when we give out the schedule, and it has been the opposite.
It's just the opposite.
It's been right twice.
Yeah, twice.
Right
2 of 9. 2 of 9.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And that's the same thing. That's where Michael Marion came in last week and said, "Hey, hold up there, boys. You're 7-2."
Yeah, but the crazy thing too, we have never beaten Missouri in Missouri.
Columbia.
We are 0-5.
Right.
Listen to this. That's why I don't want to hear you talk about who's better. It doesn't matter, John. Listen, we can't beat them. We cannot say we've had them beat. But the bottom line doesn't matter. Who gets the W is what matters. And so, half of me, I'm not sure if I want that the worst because, we feel
because
like
of that, yeah.
Yeah, because we feel like we're the better. We have the more hit.
We feel like we're better people. It's not even a sports.
Last game of the season, too.
Yeah, last game of the season. Well, regular season. Well, here's the thing. We've never won in the Swamp, too. That's a tough. Listen, we got to play at the Swamp, at LSU, and at Bama.
So at Missouri. No, not at Missouri. Missouri's in Little Rock.
Although there is a theory that you actually want your tough games at home or on the road, just because it's like, look, if they're going to be losses anyway,
probably
you kind of want to burn them. On the road.
Certainly, you could take that. Someone says, I've seen Coach Pittman on his boat. No, I saw Coach Pittman on his boat last weekend. Friendly guy. That he is.
He is a friendly guy.
He also went on to say one of his favorite things to do. They love hot springs, and one of his favorite places to eat is a bugler at Oaklawn Lodge. By the way,
that's a nice place. He can get in. Let me tell you something. I don't know too many people. We talk about it with Lev Bradford all the time. If you're out on the water, on the lake, on your boat, you've got $4 million a year's salary, and your lake house with the lit up Razorback hogs are out there like that. If you're in a bad mood, get over it. So you better be friendly when you're out there on the water. I think everybody is, and by all accounts, Coach is that guy. I'm just holding him up to a higher standard right now. And he's standing on the shoulders of a lot of great coaches, and I know he wants to win and then go out with on a positive note.
Someone says here Harlem Nights. Is that because it was your chess match, Rod? Harlem Nights.
Love the movie. I'm trying to think. I don't know the scene right off that just jumps out on me. I love the opening scene, of course, where Eddie Murphy is a little kid and the dude in there is cussing with Richard Pryor and not Fred Sanford. What's his name? Who played Fred Sanford?
I don't know. I have not seen it. That's a movie I need to watch. I've not seen that.
Roger, everybody says that movie is like really good. Is that
Harlem Nights?
Yeah.
Well, I like it, but I mean they've got the three icons in it. Eddie Murphy is funny.
It's Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, and then
I cannot believe
Red Fox.
Red Fox. Red Fox. They're all 1, 2, 3 as far as comedians go, and some of the other ancillary characters that are in there. Danny Aiello's great in there. Yeah, it's a fun movie. Who's an older lady that's in? Anyway, Neither here nor
Someone
there.
says here, Trey, you can confirm. Someone said the guy in the lead right now is a 22-year-old amateur from South Africa who's also from Georgia Tech. Is that true?
He's an amateur, yes, and shot 5 under. He birdied the 18th hole, so he has a 2-shot lead in the clubhouse.
All right, we're going to do something. Let's try to give away 2 of these tickets. This is going to be a challenge for somebody. We can either do it on the text line or we can do it by phone. So we've been talking about the best combo in the history of Arkansas between quarterback and running back. Some of the ones that we mentioned, there were 4, I think. Don't you think the other day when we mentioned, I think there were 3 or 4, Ryan Mallett, Al Davis, Brandon Allen, and Alex Collins. There was one that we left off, Roger, that I look at it now. Wow, he was a good running back, and so was his quarterback. I'm going to say it's been in the century, been in the 2000s. So, and he actually, the quarterback actually has 2 running backs that he could be applied with. So if you give me either one, the quarterback and one of the 2 running backs, don't blurt. Trey, this is for Alex Cooper tickets. So if you just think in this century,
What if I want to go to the concert?
you gotta buy. Spend all that money. They were second last year behind Jackson Dart and Quinshon Judkins. Every time I say Quinshon Judkins, Raj, I think of
Judkins?
No, I think of the guy Quinshon Judkins. It's a made up name. That's every time I see that.
Got you.
Yeah, KJ Jefferson passed for 2,600 yards, ran for 640, Pollard 33 touchdowns. Rocket Sanders ran for 1,400 yards, the 4th highest season total in Arkansas. Those 2 are coming back 5,000 total yards between the 2 of them. But the ones I mentioned earlier, Ron Allen, Al Davis, Brandon Allen, and Alex Collins were those 2. But this one, I'll give you credit if you get the quarterback and one of the running backs. By the way, our countdown to kickoff August 1st. I guess Edgar doesn't mind me saying this. One of the things we're doing at the countdown for kickoff is doing a little tribute panel for Ryan Mallett. So we're bringing in Tyler Wilson, Travis Swanson, who was the center, and DJ Williams, who was the tight end. So you got, remember, he was so good the other day. Tyler was, Raj, when we had him on there talking about the passing and all the inside scoop. Yeah, all the inside scoop on the in the quarterback room, that kind of deal. And so that alone is going to be really, really moving. So go to the Buzz website if you want to get tickets to that. It will be August 1st, and you can actually you can buy VIP tickets, get your pictures made with all the guys. Plus, we're going to have current Razorbacks, which I'll let Acree announce that one. I just know that that segment is going to be really cool, that panel segment, remembering Ryan Allen and all that he did. If you've got somebody who's a winner, Roger, we'll do it. If not, we'll take the break, come back, give people a chance to see if they can get that one. Google, that's right. I see some combinations here, but none of them.
I don't have any. Nobody's on the phone and nobody's doing.
I do see a winner.
I don't see it. And Della Reese is the actress I'm thinking about on Harlem Night. Thanks to everybody. I don't see anybody on my screen.
Yes,
okay, Bob.
It's 287-0383 is one of those 2 running backs. Is correct. That's not the one. That's not the one that surprised
You just gave out someone's number.
No, it's last 4 digits. I mean, listen, pay attention.
You said.
I said 0383.
No, you gave out the 2 I did. Hey, Josh, go back and pull it up. He
Would you?
Oh, he will.
Mute him.
He's
Anyway,
on your deal. I can't.
all right, we'll take a break, come back, and we'll see if we have any other winners on the text line. But it's 0383 Raj is who the winner is.
I'll make it up.
647 live from the SEC Media Days. Last day today. You got Tennessee, Ole Miss. Who's the other one? I just went blank.
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Exactly right. All right, 647.
You said 287-0383.
No, I did not.
I've got $1,000 that said you did.
Wow, $1,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you said it.
Okay.
So if I go back after this first hour, when it's up on the podcast and I pull it, $1,000.
No, I'll bet you $1,000. No, I'll bet you
$100?
$1,000. I bet you 100.
You bet me 100. All right. We got a bet.
Everybody said yes, I did.
You owe me $100. Are they saying you did?
A couple of them did. You did.
See?
I did. Yeah, I did not give out the area code, so it could be anywhere. It could be.
But you gave out the 7.
Oh, shut up!
Number.
Nobody cares. Shut up. And pay attention to your golf match.
You still owe me $100.
Oh, you $100.
I take that in Venmo, Cash App. Who was it?
It was Matt Jones and Fred Talley.
Yeah.
The Cobbs, I forgot about Talley. Talley, remember.
Fred Talley ran wild at Auburn.
Yeah, and so I forgot. Of course, in the Miracle on Markham, I think Talley had a long run.
Long run there too. You forget about Fred.
Can you find the beer comment? He can't find it. You have that anywhere?
I think I sent it to him yesterday.
Will we tell him it's there?
Let me look. Let me make sure I did. All right, I'll get it for him real quick. Tell him I'll find it.
Okay. A lot of beer talk yesterday. Well, not a lot, but several beer talk instances. Trey Schapp will find the that was about Coors. The other one was about ham beer. And Roger, I'll let you. You were more the beer expert than I am.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I drank it, but that was only to mask other problems. But you are not a beer drinker, and that was no more evident than when we had dinner at Colonel Angus down in Diamond in Murfreesboro last week. All they had was beer, and you said no.
I passed. Okay, listen. You know what, Roger?
What's that, buddy?
It's not easy when you got thousands of people listening and always spot your faults.
Sure.
Always point out.
It's like being married.
You just lost $100. So
So everybody, I did say the 287. Look, luckily, I didn't say the person. There you go. Yes.
Okay.
But that person is the winner. What was 0383? So.
Go ahead. I'm having difficult pulling up the text line right now, so you and Josh know. Okay.
Josh has got it. So the answer was, Roger,
All right.
there were two answers I was looking for.
All right.
I told you I would take either one of the running backs of the quarterback. It was Matt Jones.
Okay.
And Matt Jones and the listener here picked Cedric Cobbs. We discussed him last week, but I told you I'd go ahead and give him the deal. But can you remember the other running back with Matt Jones?
No, because Doug Glenn said Sterner and Cobbs, but they didn't hit together, did they?
I think they did.
Okay. So it was not Sterner.
Freshman.
Yeah,
Cobbs was Sterner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The other one, Roger, was a guy who is, in my opinion, Trey, one of the best running backs that we've ever had at Arkansas. He doesn't get a lot of attention.
I agree.
He's had 2 or 3 of the biggest games in Razorback history in terms of yards per game. And there's a joke, Roger. Maybe this is a hint. We'll give it to you. There's a joke where the opponent's field where he.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's still running.
He's still running.
Yeah.
Do you remember now?
Was that
FT.
Fred Talley.
Fred Talley.
So you're giving it to Jones because we don't give Talley and Cobbs enough credit, or not Sterner, not with Sterner's ability and Cobbs, because Cobbs.
We talked about all those combinations when we got this session last week, but nobody mentioned Matt Jones and Fred Talley. If you think about it, Roger, and Trey, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Fred Talley made some key plays in that last trade. At least made one. What did he have one long run
Against LSU, yes.
against LSU in the Oaklawn markup?
Yeah, and he's still running it.
Against all, he had 230 something yards, and he was a small guy, Roger. Remember?
Yeah.
But man, once he got in the open, I don't know if we had.
Yeah, he's like I don't know. He kind of looked like one of them water jugs with legs.
Water jugs.
I'm just thinking about his body. Water jug. One of them water jugs. One of them 5-gallon water bottle jugs that we have that you used to see. I mean, he was short, small, but he was just thick and stocky and looked like he'd run over.
Somebody said that. My guy 0338, he said, appreciate it. My phone is blowing up now because my number got gave out on the air. Don't call him. Don't call him. I tell you, Roger, the other things besides that I'm getting a lot of feedback on our text line is the movie Harlem Nights. That must be because they're throwing out people. You got Arsenio Hall. You got you mentioned Del Reese already, and a lot of the scenes in there. So I guess I really do need to go back and watch.
Well, now language-wise, Josh's mom is not gonna let him watch it until he's 30. She will not let him watch it. But because there's a lot of MF, this and that, and all kinds of stuff in it. But it's I like it because it got guys in there that I like that make me laugh. I mean, other than Arsenio Hall. And I've just never found him funny, but he's in it.
Here's one that says, how many wins will it take to retire Navy Raj? We want our normal Roger back.
All right, listen, I was getting ready to respond to that person.
How many wins, Navy Raj?
Let me tell you something, Bedbug Bass. The issue is not me. Listen, I know a few things. Here's the thing.
The old Raj. They miss positive Raj.
Well, say by the music.
7 o'clock.
We will be back. We do have another pair of Alice Cooper tickets that we'll give away. We've got Factor Crap to play. We've got, which is a new sponsor. We've got movie trivia that we'll do as well. Today is July 20th. A lot of special days. What happened on this day in 1969, Josh?
No idea.
Oh, youth is wasted on the young, someone once said.
That's why
I'm
hearing it.
Nashville for the last day of SEC Media Days for us. We've got him online, both audio and video. Trey Shapper is with him as well. We'll be coming back at 7:30 on a Friday Eve. Thank you for being out there. Josh Neighbors and Roger Scott here in studio.
But it's fixed now.
You found the sound?
Yeah, I sent it to Josh.
Okay, cool. His email?
I sent him an email that has a link to it. If you want to tell him to check his email. What did the guy say? People quit calling me? Say, hey, you won the ticket. Now you might be able to sell them. That was hilarious. That's where you go back, like when you talk about sports and stuff. And hey, we might not have it right. That's why we ask our listeners to help us out.
That's right.
Okay, I might have said the full number. I don't remember saying the full number, but I'm glad the listeners realize.
Hey, pay attention, boy. You had to point it out.
If I wouldn't have pointed it out, they would have sent the text.
Nobody said anything. That was worse. Yeah, this thing is just the biggest pain in the rear. Roger was trying to do it just does this thing the whole time. I don't know what the deal is.
Maybe wherever it's located is having a bad day. The servers.
I mean, it always does this.
Oh, it always does.
Yep. What was the subject line? What would you just push Josh?
Hitting on beer. It's in Dropbox.
Oh, it's a Dropbox?
Yeah, I sent him a link.
Okay.
Oh.
Did you hear Randy said he we're going to leave? Did he tell you that?
Yeah.
Without the show, my show.
Leaving at 10?
Well, he will be back in time to do the show in studio.
He can't leave right after the show at 10. We've got Commissioner Sankey at 11:20.
You tell him that. He didn't know that.
He did know that.
You need to text him and go, hey, you forgot we got Sankey. So that may change things.
The title here says family business. It says Gamecock, SEC Media Day 2023. Don't wait too much about that. I'm trying to you guys and listen to what they say. I think it's very different from the radio.
Yeah, even in 5 minutes. It's that. I just really more just say hello to everybody. And back in Arkansas, you don't have to stay long. I know you're busy. It's always like for you to show up and let everybody hear you.
I got 10 minutes.
Yeah. How are you? Good? Yeah, I know it's busy. Yeah. It's Roger. I think that's in. Justin Moore should be jumping on with us in a minute.
In the state legislature, I can remember.
RJ.
RJ, he do anything?
No, not anymore. He's not. Yeah,
Great shirt.
Yeah, he does a segment with this weekly segment.
Okay.
Yeah,
he doing well.
Yeah, he's got his real estate business. He's got state rep. What else? I do too.
But in the fall, when he first announced, I called Bill Bickgrass. Bill, what's a good donation? $300 a good donation? Yeah, that's a hell of a donation.
I never responded, sent you a card or anything.
Nothing.
Yeah.
That's a bad sign.
Yeah, I got to do that.
You got to kill people. I saw David Pryor write thank you notes. His hand fled.
Yeah. Well, listen, I can certainly just maybe pass that along.
No, do not pass it.
Okay.
I don't ever get to see it.
Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You got to, especially at that level, you got to
kill them.
Yeah. I saw that.
You got to eat it for breakfast, lunch, and supper.
That's right.
I tell you who had just almost quenching thirst for it, and the Times got him with how the state changed politically, was Shane Broadway.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Shane would work his tail off and was good at it.
Yeah.
And a good dude.
Yeah.
But he had on the wrong jersey.
Yes.
For the 21st century.
Yes, that's right.
He'd been great.
I know. Isn't that something? Here we go.
What a great, stupid, great, funny movie.
It is 7:06 here, Morning Mayhem. Roger, by the way, too. Just like I accidentally give out numbers, sometimes we throw at the wrong times. It is not 7:30. It is 7:06. So you see, somebody said they panicked when you said 7:30.
Did I say 7:30?
You did, yes.
Oh, wow, I don't know.
That's okay. Hey, listen, we got a special guest here. Everybody knows his voice. One of the most knowledgeable guys in the business. That's Brett Northworthy, my classmate. Brett, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, David. Good morning, Trey. Good morning, everybody back in Little Rock. Glad to be with y'all. We've made it.
I know this is a busy day for you because obviously you work with Ole Miss, and obviously you do radio in Memphis, and Lane Kiffin is up first. What do you think? First of all, let's go back to Sam Pittman. Anything you take away from Sam yesterday?
Terrific first 3 years. 19 wins in his first 3 years, and I went back and looked at it. Only Bobby Petrino and Houston Nutt, kind of in this last SEC generation, has won more. He's right there off to a good start, 3-7 that first year, the COVID year that's crazy for everyone. And then last year, I thought it was very important for him to finish with that overtime win in Louisville, just to keep the momentum going. You couldn't afford to end the year losing at home to Liberty and losing the Liberty home.
That's a good point. What do you think this year? We always talk about obviously you're in Arkansas. What do you think the number is to keep people happy with the way the program is going? How many wins does he need this year?
And he'll get there. I think 8 or 7. 8 north for sure. 7, and tell me how they ended.
Yeah.
And how they ended. If you give away games, that irritates people. Yeah. And if you get hammered, that irritates people. So 7-5 is kind of that no man's quicksand land. But 8-4 in this league, we know how tough it is in the SEC right now. And Trey, I know you know this in golf. Everywhere you play in tournaments, there's that championship flight. Trey's always in.
Yes, yeah.
And then there's that first flight. Well, that championship flight in SEC, it just has a few people in it.
Yeah.
We know who they are, and we know who's not in it. Then the Razorbacks are definitely in that first flight, but every now and then you have that hot weekend and you play out of the first flight and into the championship flight and make a little noise.
Yeah.
And the Razorbacks definitely have that opportunity in that broad middle. It's a lot of people in that. Ole Miss is in that.
Yeah.
I think Mississippi State with Will Rogers could be in that. And everybody's kind of trying to have that thread the needle year like Ole Miss got 2 years ago with Matt Corral. KJ Jefferson can sure do that.
I want you to ask him the question you asked all of us at the beginning of the show. If you're a Razorback fan, the one game.
Which one game outside Alabama, breaking the streak, losing streak, Alabama? Which game means the most?
Guarantee
that you could guarantee that you'd like to win this year of all the games other than Bama for Arkansas? What would it be?
LSU.
That's what Trey said.
Defending champion, proximity, the boot.
Yeah.
You start SEC play 1-0.
Sure. And David, you made that rivalry special.
Well,
you really did.
It's going to be tough. We rarely play down there that time of the year. I mean, that's a weird deal. Normally we play when it's cold.
Weird deal down there all the time.
Yeah.
So COVID year, Ole Miss, we don't play down there until December 19th. I didn't even know they celebrated Christmas. And we go down there, and I thought, boy, y'all really got the Christmas spirit. They're still just like they always are. I love it down there. It will be miserably humid that day. I don't ever remember even in Arkansas playing them that early.
No,
never.
It's a weird deal. What does Ole Miss look like this year?
Part of that broad middle, and you've got to have some magic happen. Got to get lucky with all the injuries. All the cliches are there for a reason. They're time tested.
Yes.
You have to have all that break. Get those 50-50 games like 2 years ago in Oxford, a 50-50 game. Well, 52-51 game is what it ended up. And if Arkansas converts the 2-point play, they win 53-52 in overtime 2 times down there. That was the Hunter Henry score.
Yeah. That's exactly right. What a game that was.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're an Arkansan and you get back quite a bit, right? Back and forth quite a bit. Do you? I always wondered.
I get mail in Little Rock.
Do you? But you've been in the Memphis market for now. How long?
31 years.
I mean, does that feel more like home to you? Or?
Well, David, it does for this reason. Except for going to War Memorial to Razorback games in Far City, and especially where I lived in Widener, where our family lived east of Crowley's Ridge. We were all Memphis. I never saw Little Rock TV unless I went into Far City.
Interesting.
I never and loved him after I discovered him. I didn't know who Orville Henry was until about the 9th grade.
Yeah.
We read the Commercial Appeal, the Press Scimitar. We watched Memphis News. We went to the Memphis airport. We went to the doctor. Anything above a sore throat. We went to the doctor in Memphis.
Yeah.
We went out to eat in Memphis. We went to Little Rock for one reason, and that was to go to Razorback games and to go to Hank's Doghouse before the game.
Was that on Asher?
I
think it is. I think it was on Asher, Rob. We always talk about that. Did you see, I don't know if you remember Meredith Oakley. Do you remember? She passed away yesterday, 72 years old, was one of the major players with John Roberts' star back in the newspaper wars. She was a major warrior.
And Rex Nelson.
And Rex Nelson, too. Rex was commenting today in the article about I knew about what she was and what of a tough character she was. And she was just as strong. She went after Clinton. I mean, she was one of Clinton's nemesis,
She gave no favor. I did not know that. And really, she was dogged in holding them to truth, and I think we need more of it. I think we need more of it in sports. All of us can go very local, and we don't want to offend listeners. We don't want to offend friends and things like that. Preach. And I think we got to tell the people where it hurts sometimes.
Josh, do you have the clip that Trey sent yet? Before we let the stats go, he's got a busy day today.
The beer clip?
Yes.
Yeah, we played it coming out of the break.
Yes, please play that again. I don't know if you heard this or not. So, they were making the comment yesterday. Somebody made the comment: is Sam Pittman the new Leach is gone now, and there's really nobody else in this. Is anybody else? Lane Kiffin, I think, will tell the truth, but will say something funny and kick back and that kind of deal.
Lane's not as affable. He's not as
yes.
The careless backslapper. I love the Sam Pittman style. It's almost an Arkansas political style.
Yeah.
A front porch campaign. Learn everybody's names.
Yeah.
Learn their parents' names. Learn Aunt Lucille's name.
Yes.
And really get out with the people. I like that he's done that, and that will hold him in good stead. We see so many of these guys on the way up, they don't care about meeting anyone. Guess what happens? On the way down, they don't have a single friend.
Yeah, exactly right.
Happened to Bobby Petrino. There were very few people ready to defend him because he'd really been
or Jeff Long. Jeff Long. If you've got to go ahead and play it, Josh, one more time for us.
All right, hold on. System's a little slow. Okay.
I see the great Paul Feinbaum. I was on his show yesterday. He's quite the character. It was really quick. They had Heather Dennis was up after me, and the group before me had gone long. So listen, to give it another compliment, called the Little Rock Touchdown Club the best touchdown club in America.
It's a standard fare.
Yeah, thank you. We announced our lineup August 8th.
Can you give us a hint on someone?
We got it. We've got some good guys coming in. It's a solid. There's a lot of personalities in it. It's there's some of the best who ever played the game that are going to be in it. Yeah, some of the best who ever played a game of football are coming to the.
Dan ever been?
We actually present an award to Dan's name every year, and so we bring him in about every 3 or 4 or 5 years, something like that. But last year's going to be tough. Last year we had Kirk Pittman, Kirk Herbstreit, John Gruden was the first comment that Gruden had made publicly since he'd been fired. And Orgeron, first comment he didn't make.
Did you have a translator?
And then we had Feinbaum after that. It's going to be tough to top that top 5. But I will say this: the first 3 or 4 or 5 are pretty darn good this year too. So you got to get your tickets.
I love last week, and we all kind of collectively laughed when Orgeron tried to throw his name.
I heard about that. Yes.
We all laughed, and I cracked the line that would he take a translator to Evanston, Illinois?
Yes.
He got the job. But when we quit laughing at Orgeron, let's remember this: if he had gotten the job, he would be the only coach in the Big Ten with a national championship. And with his one national championship, he still has more than Bo Schembechler and Jim Harbaugh combined.
About that. That's right. Bo never had one. That's exactly right.
And how would you like to be Michigan? You live the whole offseason, and you watch TCU lose by 58. They beat us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, that's tough. Go ahead. Well, last thing we'll let stats go. Go ahead and play that for us. Yeah.
You burp a lot afterwards. You seemed like you got a good job, man. Kind of step it up a little bit.
Do it again.
Go Hogs. I like an old ham beer, but you burp a lot afterwards. You seemed like you got a good job, man. Kind of step it up a little bit.
It's just folksy, just
what you see is what you get. Easiest person on earth to be is yourself. Easiest person on earth to be is yourself.
But he also knows too, Stats, that he has got to win. He knows that if you hang another 7 up there, I think you're going to have some people going, maybe is this a ceiling?
That goes with paycheck.
Yeah, it is. And he knows it. I think he's got to hit 8. I think if he doesn't hit 8, there'll be grumbling out there.
It's eyes wide open for all of them, and they know the money's big, but they know the criticism's heavy.
Say hello, you get asked to Justin. Good morning, JM.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing? Have you had stats before? You've been on so many different shows here.
I wish you'd have been here the other night. You wouldn't have canceled like Midland did.
Because of the rain.
Well, we need a little rain spot.
So that's no good. Yeah, I've been on with Stats before, I believe last year. So
Gotcha.
On that horrible connection day, I was driving from St. Louis.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, it's funny. We brought it. I think Trey brought it up. Commissioner Sankey.
next year in Dallas. What about Justin Moore being the performer as opposed to just said, all right, he said, if the check's right, I'll be there. Yeah.
The SEC can write the check.
Well, I know you got to get out of here.
Yeah,
Thanks, coming up. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Always great to see his dad. He's an Arkansas original for sure. Old classmate, great radio guy, and knows a little bit of everything. Justin, you're on your way to Illinois, is that right?
No, I'm in Louisville today.
Okay.
I think we just got here, but hell, I don't know.
See, I looked at my calendar. Listen, I got to update my calendar because I've got you in Illinois, Pittsburgh. Friday night, it's another place Saturday. So
yeah, I'll be there the next couple days, but we start in Louisville this evening.
Gotcha. Yesterday we had obviously the Razorback contingent come through. Everybody looked good. The Marks said all the right things. I thought Rocket was very good with us yesterday, and KJ said all the right things. And I think the interesting thing, the non-football deal was that on the way over, Sam Pittman gave Justin his favorite bands or performers night. He didn't do individual, I think, but just bands. He said Justin Moore. Do you have that by chance, Josh? It's in the airplane, so it's sort of hard to hear. Still hear it all day.
Yeah, those I can get that. I can get it in a second here. We're
10 seconds.
10 seconds. He said earlier, Justin, he said his favorite movies were Joe Dirt in that order, Forrest Gump, and Maverick. And he really liked Scarface. So he said Joe Dirt 1 was really good. He said Joe Dirt 2 was not very good, but he said Joe Dirt 1 he really liked.
Nice. Yeah. Did he mean Top Gun Maverick?
Well, that's what we were discussing earlier. Which did he mean? Did he mean the new one, or did he mean the original, or did he mean the second one? I don't know. I think either one of them probably works.
We just rewatched that at home a couple days ago because we hadn't seen it, other than when it came out. God dang, that's a good movie.
Yeah, it really is. One of the other things that we discussed, a lot of Texas talk yesterday, even though we don't play until next year. This is what KJ Jefferson said about playing Texas. He said, I ain't going to lie. I loved it my first year when we played against Texas. Well, this is Rocket saying it was a different atmosphere, a different fan base. I feel like that's going to be a good rivalry. That crowd, it was crazy. This is KJ. That crowd was crazy. I've never been a part of nothing like that. To see that was actually a big rivalry game like it was for us to come out victorious and for the fans to storm the field. I mean, that was something you dream about. And you see the kids watching it on TV that you want to be a part of it. It was a surreal moment. I forget about those kids who don't have any idea. They're not know anything about Texas. And you see, even you can feel with the fan base, it's a different kind of game. And you see how much you get to them at the end. That was one thing when I was a player. They go, I'm at Texas Week. Okay, Texas Week. Man, also on campus, all the Greek life,
until you live
up. There's signs everywhere. Like, man, these people hate Texas, man. But until you get there, feel like you can't appreciate it. And obviously, that will be we'll be seeing them on a regular basis every year starting next year. Go ahead and play that to Josh.
What am I playing?
The clip about his bands.
We have it.
All right. JM, I don't know if you had a chance to watch the media days today. You got Lane Kiffin at 10 o'clock. You got Shane Beamer, 11:30, Tennessee at 1 o'clock. So those are the last three. We were talking before the show started, at the beginning of the show. If you had one game that you could guarantee a win, anywhere on the schedule other than Alabama breaking the streak, what game would it be a victory?
That's a good question.
Just before you answer, think about the schedule though too, because just because you win this game, it could set up the rest of the season.
You can think two ways. You think of it without it, or you just what you really want to win. It's nice, man. And the schedule is different than it's been.
I need to look at the schedule. A&M's usually that kind of swing game for us.
Yeah, that's right.
There's an SEC game before it,
which is weird.
LSU, that's
right. LSU, you got A&M, you got Ole Miss, and Alabama. A lot of people ask us about that yesterday.
I would probably say LSU or Ole Miss, probably for me. Just that's the two I hate the worst.
Also, both of those again. You can't argue either one of those
because you're 1-0 going in Texas A&M in the SEC.
I was curious about Justin because obviously Justin cannot stand on Miss. The one that drives me crazy is Missouri. It's just and that was I want to bring up too. Something happened yesterday, Justin, where John Neighbors was on a show. I guess it's an SEC podcast. It's not just a Missouri deal, but somehow the Missouri series came up, and he said, Trey, Arkansas is the better program. Is the better team. But
Missouri's won the game. We just haven't won the game.
We got hammered pretty hard for saying, it doesn't matter if you're the better team. If you keep losing, you're not the better team. And anyway, that was sort of a little scuttlebutt that happened yesterday. And listen, until you beat them. Until you beat them, what can you say? I mean, they beat us five times in a row. Columbia, 2-7. Yeah.
I mean, you like to think we're the better program, but like you said, you got to go prove it.
That's exactly right. Josh, you have that?
I do have it. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go with.
Well, that's just horrible.
Of a king.
So the ones
would have realized, hey,
jeez,
the mic set up to ask questions on the plane.
I thought we could hear it better earlier.
This is what he said. He said Aerosmith, Foghat, even though he said they didn't have the ton of hits. Earth, Wind, and Fire, and Boston were some of the groups mentioned. And I saw somewhere he got up on stage. Did you see that anywhere? He apparently got up on stage somewhere with Foreigner.
Yeah.
He
said last weekend.
He's blooded on a stage with Foreigner last week. And where was Foreigner? Were they in? They weren't in Oaklawn. Were they in Timberlake Arena? Anyway, I did not know that. So, Justin, what do you think? Aerosmith, Foghat, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Boston.
Yeah, that's a pretty good list. I like it.
It is. He says, what he said, like the Spotify playlist, which is titled Hot Screenshot Club. And then obviously yesterday, Justin, he was sort of the guy that I think most of the media look to now as the funny guy, as the guy who, thank you, Roger, as the guy that's going to deliver on something funny. He made the comment about ham beer. Yeah, did you hear him comment about ham beer?
No. No, yes. I was doing all those interviews yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I had to jump off, and so I didn't really get a chance to check stuff out. So once we get off the show today, I'll make sure to do that.
Somebody asked me, would you somebody from Tennessee said, Coach, would you like to get back with a ham beer? He said, well, ham beer, he said, it makes me burp. I don't mind a ham beer, but it makes me burp. They said a few other things. Again, it's been the folksy, all that kind of thing. And then somebody asked him, what do you feel about being the guy who's going to fill the shoes of Coach Leach from a sort of a funny standpoint or a comment standpoint? And he said, no, nobody can replace Leach. He said he was one of a kind. And it is true. Nobody can replace that guy. But you know what? Brett beat him the same way. Brett beat him here when he first got here. Yeah.
He had some.
I think Bielema tried harder though, Justin, at it.
No, I agree. Yeah, two totally different personalities for sure. But I know the media enjoyed, or seemingly enjoyed, some of his stuff, his answers and whatnot.
Yeah, first couple of years though, we were all thinking about his wife.
Yeah, that was.
That's why we let him get away with a lot of things.
that was a topic that I also Saban said he went to Italy.
Yeah.
And he said he couldn't believe he thought he was going to be sort of anonymous over there. And said everybody was saying "Roll Tide." That made me think, how many
the Ferrari plant over there?
Yeah, they couldn't speak English, but they knew "Roll Tide." So my thought was, how many teams in the SEC have a phrase that they say?
They're all right there.
I know. Which was the best? Is it, ours is. Do you see people say Woo Pig or they go Hogs?
Oh yeah, no,
And they
go Hogs. Go Hogs or Woo Pig.
Bill used to would always say at the end of his deals. He would
Pig.
was
You know, and I was thinking about it, and I almost told him this, but do you guys remember before he got here? I feel like when you walk by somebody, you would not say Woo Pig, you would say Pig Suey.
Here's my deal, Jay Bird.
He started saying Woo Pig, and it's never gone back to Pig Suey.
Well, some people hated the Woo Pig because it also came out with front-facing hog, and we weren't beating A&M. So a lot of that started happening. My deal was this. Listen, there's nothing wrong with Pepsi. I wanted to start. If I ever see a Razorback fan in the bathroom as we're walking in and out, whatever the case may be, one of us has to say Woo Pig and the other one has to say Suey. That's what I want.
There you go.
That's what I want.
I mean, did I make that up?
No, you didn't make it up.
I feel like that he changed it and it's never gone back.
I say it a ton. I say it a ton.
But I remember thinking back then when he was here, like, I need to tell him it's not Woo Pig, it's Pig Suey. And
I didn't know that Pig. I didn't know that Pig Suey was
Well, no one had ever said just Woo Pig before. That we had a coach. It was always Go Hogs. It was always Go Hogs, and that was it. But in my mind,
do we want to continue to do Woo Pig or not?
Well, we have for like a decade.
I'm not stopping doing it. I'll continue to do it.
Well, you got Hotty Toddy. That's what they say, right?
Hotty Toddy's at Ole Miss. That's a good one. War Eagle.
They say that a ton.
They made a commercial on that one.
There's really no
Hell State.
Hell State. That's true. Hell State. That's true. But if you're walking Kingdom, you say
Anchor Down. They don't say that.
You say Gig 'em.
Well, you got Gig 'em, and then you got the little fancy thumbs down cool wave thing that they do with their hand.
Wait till Texas is in the league because they're all going to be saying hook 'em.
Yeah.
But they're watching out. Please don't do it and point at us because we're going to get our butt hurt. Whoa! Horns down.
By the way, thanks, Kevin. Foreigner was at the camp
up in Northwest Arkansas. You know, listen, we forget how many.
We've got it on Buzz Twitter. We have Sam Pittman's comment about getting up on stage.
Okay, we'll make sure that Josh. We'll see if we can track that down.
And a voice, son.
All right, 7:30 here at SEC Media Days. Can you send that? What would be the best way?
Just pull it.
Oh, it's on the Buzz.
Twitter. I'll play it for you.
Right now, you can go on Hot Springs Yacht Club on Spotify. And if you want to know what I listen to, that's it. Because that's mine. And I'm into mixes right now. I'm into, old songs with a new mix, kind of into that. Like maybe the top 7 or 8 of those I put on this summer. But no, we're going to still have a little bit of jukebox music. I was on stage actually singing Hot Blooded with Foreigner last Friday. They shut my mic off. I don't know if the guy's afraid I'd take his job or what. I got a job. Don't worry about it. But I was up there.
Let's go. So let's see. I'll just send that to you. Heather Bennett's today. Oh, yeah.
You're all over. You like dark hair. You don't like blondes, do you?
Oh yeah, I date a blonde.
When you gonna marry that blonde? Jessica, she blonde?
Dirty blonde. Show me the buzz clip. Yeah, let's see the headline, the first line in the clip. Just scroll down to where he says, let's see. The head hog, Coach Sam Pittman, was on stage with Foreigner Music and had this to say about what music he likes. So go to the Buzz Twitter account. Yeah, it's about a minute. Let's play that when we come back. Which, to be honest with you, I don't care. We did it last week, so whatever. Yeah. But we need to play it. If you can somehow maybe pot it down when you're done on that end of it. But if it plays, it's okay. But all right, thanks. Factor Crap has we hadn't changed the sponsor open on it. $7:37 here in Nashville. Had a good time, ready to get back to Little Rock, get back into God's country. Jam on the road to Louisville or Illinois, somewhere he's performing. And a lot of talk yesterday by Sam Pittman about his music choices, which was pretty good. Do you have that clip ready to go, Josh?
Yes, I do.
Let's hear that one.
Right now, you can go on Hot Springs Yacht Club on Spotify. And if you want to know what I listen to, that's it, because that's mine. And I'm into mixes right now. I'm into, old songs with a new mix, I'm kind of into that. Like maybe the top 7 or 8 of those I put on this summer. But no, we're going to still have a little bit of jukebox music. I was on stage actually singing Hot Blooded with Foreigner last Friday. They shut my mic off. I don't know if the guy's afraid I'd take his job or what. I got a job. Don't worry about it. But I was up there.
It's pretty funny.
It is. Listen, I like the fact that, because most of this is coach speak. Somebody said the coach from Florida, Billy Napier, got up there, and it just was
Put the room to sleep.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, in the reality, that's what his job is.
It hasn't gone too well for him.
Yeah, well, again, he's under some pressure. That's not his personality. It doesn't matter if you went on the field. It doesn't matter what you do at SEC Media Days, but it is nice to have somebody when we're down here just to give us something different. Tell me something about you personally. I thought all the players yesterday did a good job.
Change it up a little bit.
Yeah, change it up a little bit. I thought Rocket handled himself well yesterday with us. I thought KJ did a good job. KJ's getting ready to break a ton of records. Yeah, most likely passing. Earlier, Justin, we were talking with Roger. Remember we were talking about the best quarterback tailback combos in the history of the Razorbacks. There's one we left off, and that was Matt Jones and Fred Talley. Remember how good Fred Talley was? And sometimes we forget him. I don't know why.
Yeah, he was kind of sneaky good. Kind of goes under the radar.
Monster games. Yeah, I think he had either 2 or 3, Trey, over 200 yards. I know he had like 232, I think, against Auburn. They had to keep playing the Miracle Markham comeback. And so, anyway, but this combo, I'm not so sure this combo between KJ and Rocket won't have the most as far as production. I mean, they had 5,000 yards between the two of them last year. I mean, I'm not sure what any other combo. I think one of the Allen boys was
Brandon Allen,
Alex
Collins.
That probably could have been higher.
But Brandon didn't run the ball as
That's
much.
That's right. He was,
and I think with Matt Jones and KJ, you got running quarterbacks there.
Here was another thing. A lot of KJ talk yesterday about Dan Enos and about how Dan Enos is it's a different kind of offense. It's again, we're coming off one of the best offensive performances in the history of the program last year. It was, I think, is it top 5 or maybe top 5 in terms of yards produced with the Kendall Browns, but KJ really seems to like what Dan Enos is doing. A lot of pro type things, and he said it gave him more opportunity to change plays at the line of scrimmage, which I thought was interesting. So anyway, when I was on Feinbaum yesterday, to me, that's the biggest difference with this team. We had 2 different coordinators, 2 different personalities. The defense needed it. Nothing against Mariota, but the defense needed something, man. We've just been too bad at, just on all levels. And the other thing, Justin, we mentioned earlier that Landon Jackson looks the part now. He was 6'7", about 235 last year out at LSU. He's up to about 6'7", I think 280, 275, and really looked good yesterday.
Yeah, it's what I had heard. Yeah, he's gained, 40 pounds or something like that. So, he certainly looks the part. Hopefully he can have a big year. We've struggled the last few years to, as you guys know, to get to the quarterback. It feels like, I think back, we would have won the game against LSU, but they had that one defensive end that just took over the game.
Yeah, so blocking.
So if you got a guy that can be that disruptive, it certainly makes it easier on defense for sure.
You know what's crazy, and we need to get a contestant. We may have to do it on the. I'll tell you what, Ross, let's go ahead and take the break now. Let's get a contestant for Factor Crap. We're giving away Alice Cooper tickets. Do you know, Justin? And this is hard for me to comprehend, but last year the Razorback defense either became number 1 or number 2 all-time sack performance in a year. The number of sacks they had was either. And I'm like, how can that be?
Yeah,
and the defense was so
yeah. Just how did that happen?
They did sack him, but it felt like I don't know how many they had, 20 or something like that. But the other 300 plays in the season or whatever it was, they were terrible.
Oh my gosh, I feel better about the defense this year. I do. I think our linebacker play is going to be good.
Can't be worse.
No, it cannot be worse. All right. 742. If you wanted some tickets to Alice Cooper, this is your chance. Factor Crap when we come back.
What you need?
10. So that's number 1. Everybody Got the call screen by chance? You have a call screen?
I can try. I don't think I have it on here. What is it? Do you know the IP address?
Yeah, it's what am I looking for? Oh, call screen. 12.174.21.212.
Can't get into it on here. Hold on, I'll try and get it on another one.
Yeah. Hey, if they'll back it up as far as if I get 1 o'clock just to have time, that'd be great. But 12 would be good.
He's got Landon Jackson. Landon Jackson there. I don't know if you guys know. Have you ever heard of the of NoHo Hank? You heard of him?
Yeah.
So I don't know. What's the name of the TV show that's in, Josh?
It's such a good show. You all have to watch.
Roger, do you or Justin know about this show?
No.
No, I've never heard of it.
I looked it up, and my gosh, he looks exactly Landon Jackson. And Landon Jackson said the actor followed him on social media 2 months ago. Not Landon following the actor. The actor somehow, because I guess
Anthony Kerrigan's the actor.
Yeah, Anthony Kerrigan. And I looked at you guys. If you Google Anthony Kerrigan
and you Google Landon Jackson, they look exactly. One of them 6'7".
Really?
Yeah, but one of them 6'7", 270 though. That's the difference. But I figured, Josh, you might know about the show. I had not heard of it.
You also
No,
watch it.
I always think he looks like Jordan Walsh.
He does. No, he looks
I
exactly.
think
Yeah,
they
they do.
resemble each other.
They do. Well, when you're ball headed, that gets you a good start right there. Roger, do we have a contestant?
We do. Let's see who's been on here the longest, just by a hair. But let's do this first.
Is it a fact?
Yes, sir. Or is it crap?
Because you're crap. You're crap. You decide. Brought to you by
Stack's Commercial Truck and Trailer Repair. Headquartered in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Stack's Logistics is a freight solutions company specializing in the delivery of non-hazardous bulk liquids and flatbed freight across the 48 continental United States. With a fleet of trucks and trailers, no job too large, no job too small. Every driver employed understands the importance and timelessness of each delivery. Stack's Logistics.
Thank you, Stack, for doing that. So who's our contestant,
let's
Raj?
see who
Appreciate them being sponsor of Factor Crowd.
We sure do. Kenny, are you there? And you're going to be up for Alice Cooper tickets on Factor Crap. Baz, take it away.
Kenny, now listen. You can listen to Justin Moore or Roger Scott steer you in one direction or the other, or you just go with what you think the answer is. So,
Ken, I'm going to be honest with you right now. I will not purposely mislead you. I will give you my honest opinion. That's a fact. Swear to God, capital G-O-D, Revelations, underline it and put some stank on it.
All right, here we go. All right, Kenny. 2/3 of the world's eggplant is grown in New Jersey. 2/3 of the world's eggplant is grown in New Jersey. Now, Justin, we'll start with you. Do you think it's fact or crap?
2/3 of the world's eggplants. That's crazy enough that I do believe it. I think that's a fact.
Raj?
That's crap.
That's crap. Everybody knows that eggplants are over in
In where?
I don't know.
In where?
They're just not in New Jersey.
Kenny, what do you think? You can listen to those guys? You're split on that, or you're going to take it yourself?
Gentlemen, fiction.
What did you say? Justin said it was fact because it was crazy enough to believe it would be fact. Is that right?
Yeah.
I said it was crap. I don't. Listen, and again, I'm not trying to mislead you. I can't believe the world's largest producer of eggplants is in New Jersey.
Well, here's the thing. You look at New Jersey, and there's not a lot of room to grow that.
So so say it, Trey. What is it?
I think it's crap.
That's what I say.
That's crap.
The answer is 2/3 of the world's eggplant is grown in New Jersey. It's crap.
No.
It's crap. It is crap.
Where is it grown, Baz? Does it give the answer?
I have no idea.
We will find out.
People are going to want to know.
Google it. So you're 1 for 1.
Actually, I did Google it. It says, according to the Daily Record, New Jersey is responsible for 66% of the world's eggplants, making it the top producer of eggplants in the world.
No way. Are you serious? No, you're not.
Dead serious.
Wow. Maybe the card has it wrong.
Wow. Maybe the card's old.
Maybe. How about that New Jersey that does the
Wow.
Well, thanks for looking that up, Justin, because our caller would have won either way. Thank you, Ken. Here's the deal. You get this one, you get the Alice Cooper tickets. If you miss it, you have one other opportunity. Okay, Baz.
And Roger, how do we know that Justin Moore is crap? And that maybe he's pulling our leg by Googling it. Maybe that's not really what it says on Google.
No, that's exactly what it says.
What it says.
It's a fact.
All right.
Am I not right, Josh?
The Garden State harvested over 16 million pounds last year of eggplant.
See, this is what I love about it. We learn something new every day.
Yeah, we learned that our game is crap. All right, Josh, whatever the question is.
So did he get that right or wrong?
He got it right.
He got it right. He was covered.
I don't.
Because let me put it to you this way. The reason he got it right is before the answer is because just like in my trivia game, you don't necessarily have to get the right answer. You got to match what I have. Bass has crap.
If you're looking at the card, right?
You missed it.
Yeah, you see it, Trey. It says,
It's okay. Josh is going to be checking the answer on the next question immediately after you ask it. So let's go.
All right, here we go. Kenny, the Romans made toothpaste from urine. The Romans made toothpaste.
Oh, that's
from
interesting.
Yeah, guess what? Guess what? It's a fact. It's a fact.
Wow, Roger was quick on that.
No, listen, because they did a lot of those things, and it's weird. Listen, it's just they did it.
All right,
yeah, that's 100% fact.
Wow, both of you jumped on it.
That's right.
They could be misleading you, Ken, or they
you can miss this one and still.
That's right. Even if you miss this one, you still got one more shot. Is it fact or is it crap? This is for the Alice Cooper.
What's the question again?
The Romans made toothpaste from urine. Fact or crap?
I'm gonna say crap.
Now listen, it was chick urine, so they were all over.
The Romans made toothpaste from urine is a fact.
That's right, a fact. Because they had to do something. And here's the thing: you got to understand who thought that they started brushing teeth. They just started doing it. Their teeth were yellow, not because they didn't brush their teeth, is because they had pee on it, is what it was.
All right, last one for the win. Last one for the win.
He got the win. He got 2 out of 3.
No, he didn't. He said it was crap. It's true. He said it was crap.
Dude, I was so sorry. I told you to believe. All right.
Yeah. All right, one more. Here we go. The Hawaiian alphabet, Kenny, has 12 letters, has only 12 letters. Fact or crap? We'll start with Justin Moore. Is it true or fact or crap? The Hawaiian alphabet has only 12 letters.
Kenny, I have no clue. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea. I didn't even know Hawaii had its own alphabet, to be honest with you. So
Rod, what do you think?
I'll say that's crap.
He's saying crap. Let me put it to you this way. Have you ever seen in the bread aisle, Kenny, that bag of Hawaiian rolls?
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in there. There's 24. And that's where they get their alphabet. It's 24 letters. So that's a fact. That's a crap. That's a crap. It's crap. 12 is crap.
So you say crap, Justin, you say. Did we lose Justin?
Justin said crap.
So what are you going with, Kenny? This is it. This is for the Alice Cooper tickets.
Come on, Kenny. Kenny says it's crap.
That's crap.
The Hawaiian alphabet has 12 letters is a fact. It is a fact. It is a fact.
Oh, hold on.
Hold on. He is just.
According to Go Hawaii information, it has 13.
It's over. He's going out.
13.
So it's.
My wife will kill me.
Wait a minute. Did you say fact or crap?
He said crap. He's right.
And he's right because there's 13 according to him.
We must have added that one in the last 5 years. You're going to Alice Cooper.
You're going, buddy.
Good job, buddy.
Very good. Very good. Right, hold on, Ken.
He's going to Alice Cooper. I don't know if he got one right. To be honest with you.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
Oh my gosh.
I'm happy.
I'm happy for him as well. I agree with Justin. That entire game was crap. It was maybe the worst game, but we want to thank our new sponsor for doing it anyway.
Yes, that commercial truck and trailer. Thank you so much.
They're in Pine Bluff at 5421 Industrial
I'll tell you what.
Drive.
I tell you what, Bucko, you call it crap, but you just found out today that the Romans use urine to brush your teeth. You didn't know that before today, did you?
Oh, I did.
And you know what you didn't know? You didn't know that in New Jersey, they grow eggplant like crazy. Who knew? I didn't know that.
Let me tell you something. We grew eggplants. That's right.
We just saw Shane Beamer walk by, Justin's favorite coach.
He's such a tool. Go slap him. Go open hand slap him right in the face.
It is Lane Kiffin, Shane Beamer, and Josh Heupel today. And it is 8 o'clock on Morning Mayhem. Get ready to head back to Little Rock today. Ready to get back.
Justin's hilarious. He won Alice Cooper tickets, and I don't know if he got a single answer right.
Right now, I'm very proud of the show. For everybody, for Jim back in the studio, Preston, appreciate all the great sponsors we've had us here in Nashville this week. Laugh, guys, on the golf field. My friends back in the studio, Aaron, I will catch y'all one day. Jim, thank you for all you've done. Preston, hope you've had fun. We've got more dedicated players tomorrow, Monday. Y'all have a great day. Tyler Brady's up next. Wow. I'll call you. You there? It would be so far away.
Or it might not be up yet.
Really?
He hasn't responded to my text. You know that big guy over there.
What's that? Not far behind.
He's got a grand Hyatt thing.
Talking
about how bad.
So the wine alphabet has really only 12 letters. It's got 13. They count 13 because of that.
Oh.
Counts as a letter. The glottal stop, whatever that means.
You need to bring that up.
Yes.
Technically, I guess you could say it does. But
yeah. Hey, Steve, what's up, buddy? Anything interesting? Is Daly teed off?
No.
He's just not teeing off now.
He's off here in this hour. But he got an amateur leading the tournament. That's the only interesting thing.
That's pretty rare. Of course, for first day, though.
Yeah, yeah. Like Doc, too. Yeah, and almost like Doc. The Greco. That was popular. They were like, too much money. Everything we do better.
Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper and make it snappy.
It is 8:06 here.
We are back. Here you are, guys. Here you are.
Hello.
Here you are.
Hey, it's 8:06 here at the Grand Hyatt. Last day of SEC Media Days. Been pretty much uneventful, which is this event when you don't have the Steve Spurriers, you know, it's sort of uneventful. Nobody's able to, hey, there's the Bob Holt, Wally Hall coming in. We hope to get Marty Smith, Justin. Marty said he was coming by yesterday and did not get on with us, and but he said he was going to try again today. You know, all these media types are, you know, they're doing 5,000 interviews, and he said he definitely wanted to jump on with it. You know, one good thing about Justin before we get to Wayne Smith at Oaklawn, Justin, you got a couple concerts this weekend, and then you get to have a break, get to have a little time with the family and vacay away. But what's cool, you go into that with probably a new #1 song on your first week of vacation, right?
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
I think we're the hope is that it would be #1 on August 4th, I believe. So
yeah, outstanding.
So we'll see. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm looking forward to my last 3 or 4 weeks have been just absolutely silly as far as my schedule goes. So yeah, I definitely am looking forward to a bit of a break and a vacation with the kids and all that good stuff.
No, it means, you know what we have to do, Raj? We have to change all the openings for Justin Moore to. He's got 12 #1 hits, but we're going to leave the 20 million albums sold in there until we get to that point.
Yeah, I like that number. Whoever came up with that, I don't know where they got it, but
it's like factor crap. We need to check. By the way,
that's certainly crap.
I went back and looked. And the Hawaiian alphabet, Josh, is really only 12 letters that we recognize as letters. The 13th is what is it, Trey? An Okina. It's like a little dash. Maybe that was what the difference was. If you look at pure what a letter is, you would see
pure
12.
letters, it's 12.
That's right. But 13 is what they say is their alphabet includes that.
But it's like Justin said,
That was a great line.
Won the tickets, but did you really get an answer right?
Yeah,
I don't
this is
know.
the Hawaiian Lake Tourism Board, so I think this is we can trust it when they say 13.
Listen, we learn something new every day. Hey, let's go to the Hodges Little Rock Glass Hotline and talk to GM Wayne Smith. Good morning, Wayne. How are you?
Good morning, guys. How are we doing today?
Doing great. Talking a lot of football, but we got to take a minute just to talk about Oaklawn because you guys have done it again. The richest 3-year-old prep series in the nation is even richer now. You guys have put $1 million more into those purses for the 3-year-olds. So talk about it. Talk about how much altogether Oaklawn is going to be giving away this year.
Well, first off, how do you bring me on right after having all that great discussion about justice? I mean, come on, I can't.
Whatever.
The 3-year-old program, especially the Derby preps, are just remarkable this year.
It's Wayne Smith.
From 1.25 million to 1.5 million, which I will add is in Crown race, 2 of the Triple Crown races, the Preakness and the Belmont, are both 1.5 million. So, with these races, and the rest in the other 2 increased prep races increased this year. So we also had 2 races over the last 2 years, the Apple Blossom and the Oaklawn Handicap, $50,000 increase. So $1.2 million stakes program, which is about what this means potentially for horses coming to Oaklawn this coming season.
Wally Hall just happened to join us. Sit down with us. Good morning, Wally. How are you?
Morning, guys. Wayne, it's kind of hard to believe 30 years ago they were having to consider maybe shutting the doors there at Oaklawn.
It's just been a phenomenal run for us in recent years, and so we're money that we're getting on the casino side is actually being able to put some of the best in North America during the winter schedule. So
Yeah, it's 16 million, Wally. You follow horse racing a lot closer to any of us. 10 years ago, wasn't close to that. You just keep raising the bar to where people who follow horse racing around the country look at Hot Springs, look at Oaklawn, and go, that's the best there is in the nation.
Bob Baffert was there year before last, and he pointed out, he said, you guys are doing it right. You're attacking the game. You're moving forward. Everybody else is retreating.
Yeah.
He said, you guys are doing it right. And you see what happens. Purses go up. Attendance goes up. Revenue goes up.
Well, good stuff, Wayne. We just want to get you on here, just say a great job and all the other things with the casino, the hotel, and all that. Just things are going great for you guys.
Yeah. From an attendance perspective, we've had attendance year after year, and it just continues to show that our Kansans really support horse racing and Oaklawn. So we can't thank the fans enough.
Yeah, I had a great time at the Ricky Skaggs the other day, so we've gone back to back to all of them. So Chris Jansen did a great job, buddy of Justin's, and Ricky Skaggs the other day. So they continue bringing great talent and keep up the good work. I'm sure we'll talk soon, Wayne. Just want to get you on the phone after the announcement yesterday. All right, Wayne Smith, everybody from Oaklawn. Yeah, what's up, Wally? How are you? But year 35. I read your column today talking about Coach Pittman. He's sort of now, I think we were talking about, he's sort of perceived as the entertaining guy. He's going to say something, out of the norm, make you laugh, like hand beer or the music he listens to or whatever. So
he's just being Sam. His personality comes through.
What is the number, Wally, he has to win to keep it where else in the heat doesn't turn up? Is there a number that he hits? He gets his face, or is there a number if he doesn't hit, he's definitely going to feel it?
First off, let me say this. If teams go up, other teams have to go down. That's just the law of averages. I'm looking for an improvement in Texas A&M. I'm looking for an improvement at Auburn.
I know.
What he's got to do is make sure he's not one of those teams that has to secede and go down. And I was impressed with the three players they had here yesterday.
Good job. Yeah.
And I think skill position wise, they're in real good shape if they don't get hurt. You know, you don't want KJ getting hurt.
No.
All of a sudden, then it becomes unknown.
No.
I think there's some question marks about the receivers.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, I think he needs to win 7.
I think if he wins 7, I think the people are going to be grumpy if he goes in. You know,
here's the thing, David. I know nobody wants to hear it. I know that. The truth is, Arkansas is not a state rich with recruiting enough to win 10 games every other year.
I know, but I think if you go, because he did win 3, you got everybody, almost like you said, you win 9, everybody's expectations. Brought back down to 7, which was a good point. Last year, you had 3 games that you really had a chance to win. You really could say, the A&M game won. Liberty, my gosh, that's an embarrassment there. And then Missouri, you have a chance. Those are all 7 points combined for those 3 games.
LSU.
LSU was the other thing. LSU was the other one that you have a chance to win. So it's not like they were too far off, but you're right. Well, now you got Auburn, who's going to be better. And A&M is going to be better offensively. You just know they are.
It's all about perspective too. Like, people have to realize, like, I'm with Wally. I think 7 or 8, and you're fine. But people have to remember, 4 seasons ago and 5 seasons ago, we won 2 games each year. Like, you can't lose that perspective when you're talking about the job that Sam has done. Trust me, I want to win every game. But 7 or 8 a couple of years ago, we would have been like, oh my gosh, you would have thought we had won the national championship.
I mean, really?
Zero wins in the SEC.
What point does that change?
Yeah,
Justin.
For multiple seasons.
Yes. What point do you think that changes?
I don't know. Maybe depending on what happens this year, maybe next year.
Yeah.
Year would I don't know. I just don't. I don't see it. The heat turning up unless we go win 3 ball games this year. That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
but
I don't know if the word is heat. I think
grumbling.
If he gets 8, if he can get 7 with a bowl game, I think people won't grumble. I think if he gets 6 regular season and a bowl win, he might have some grumbling.
The rule of thumb among sports writers in the SEC is if you go winless in a season, it takes you 3 years to recover.
Yeah. Well,
we'll do it twice.
We did it twice. Here's the deal. I'm excited about the change in coordinator. And I think it was time. It's a different kind of offense now. We'll probably help the defense a little bit more because it was not based on speed and getting up to the line of scrimmage and snapping the ball.
I love what Sam said yesterday. He said, I've worked on myself. I've got to learn to go for it on 4th down.
He did say that. He did say that yesterday.
I mean, that's just a guy that knows he doesn't know it all. He's trying to get
and go back to the defense, Wally. Everybody don't like Mariota. I like Mariota, but the production on the field wasn't there. You were dead last in the country. I mean, I could almost take. I could go out there and be dead last in the country in secondary coaching.
Consistency. The first 2 games they lead the nation in sacks, and then they quit blitzing.
We were just talking about that. It was really odd deal. They were the best sack team we've ever had, but one of the worst defenses, statistically in the country. So anyway, it's like, again, the other thing, Wally, you should start off 3-0. Got to beat BYU at home, and you got the tough 4-game stretch. Starting with LSU. You got A&M, then you got Ole Miss, and then Alabama. So
it may be just one of those games is one of them.
Yeah. Would you say which do you think is the best winnable game of that? Ole Miss or A&M? Obviously, LSU and Alabama will be the toughest.
I think Ole Miss has got a chance with them.
What do you think on that? Just with Ole Miss and A&M, which is the better?
I would say they're pretty equal. Those 2 games. I expect to beat A&M. I don't have any respect for Jimbo Fisher. I think he's one of the most overrated coaches of all time. He had a generational
offensive coordinator, though, Justin.
True, but is he going to call plays?
Well, there you go. Yeah.
I mean,
That
was interesting the way he handled that this week too. He was
hopefully he'll get the call.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Hopefully
that?
Arkansas, you get Jimbo to call the plays.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He said, hopefully he'll get the call. Wait a minute.
Oh, he said that.
It was a horrible answer. It was a horrible answer.
Like, he wasn't even prepared to answer that question. Well,
sort of stumbled well. Hopefully, we all do this together. We all sort of pitch together. Like, just say we got a great offensive coordinator, Bobby Petrino. We really put him going great plays for us.
You got two John egos. Both of them used to be in head coaches.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Roger,
if you had to say between Ole Miss and A&M, which would you think would be the best chance for a W between those two?
Maybe you know what? I may have to go King Solomon here and cut the baby in half because I mean I just think with Bobby Petrino, I just know that listen, he's gonna give everything he's got. He wants to prove it. That's a game that may be the one game on his schedule that he wants to win.
That may be true. Go back. That makes it. Justin, would you rather you hate Ole Miss so much? Would you rather take a W in Arlington and the L in Oxford? Would you get the W?
Why do I got to pick? How about I take losses in LSU, Alabama, and you give me A&M and Ole Miss win? I don't. I mean, it's 6-1, half a dozen the others.
No, excuse me. Rainwater says it's 6-1, Baker's dozen in the other. And I know you're not a fan of Lane Kiffin either, Jay Bird, but and I don't know him. I just know that he has changed a lot since the arrogant. To me, he has, because he's had more self-depreciating humor and interacts a little bit better without being a hoity. You may know him differently. I don't know him personally.
I know. I just see him. He still comes across as an arrogant.
I got you.
Person to me.
We can agree to disagree
just
on
kind
that.
of juvenile acting.
I hear you.
Okay.
And there may be some of that. But I like his Twitter.
Team, I wonder where are they at quarterback, because that would make a difference in what I think is going to happen with that game too. They don't have a returning quarterback, do they? Or do they?
Well, they have a couple options. They have Jackson Dart and they have Spencer Sanders that just got in.
So Dart is back. Okay.
Yeah, and they got Spencer Sanders from Oklahoma State.
It was Dart and the running back that had the only combo that had more yards than
KJ and Rocket.
And and one other thing, I am a bit. I know Bobby. I've interacted with Bobby Petrino a couple of times. Because I've been able to stand beside him and talk to him a little bit and all that. Now, his football persona and what he did at Arkansas is one thing, but I like him. I'm pulling for Bobby Petrino. I like him, and I really do think that it may be the one game that he circled this year.
Couple things here. Reminded me of what you've heard, but we've got our countdown kickoff is August 1st at the Hall. You get tickets by going to the Buzz website. But we're going to do part of that segment is going to be a tribute to Ryan Mallett. So we're bringing three of his former teammates, Tyler Wilson, Travis Swanson, and DJ Williams. And I tell you, we had Tyler on the show the day after Ryan passed. He was he gave great behind the scenes stories of Petrino and Mallett and all that. So got your tickets. Plus, we're going to have some current Razorbacks that are playing. You used to do that. Now you bring them in. Last year we had KJ and a few others. We'll do the same thing. By the way, John Daly is putting on the green. He's even after one hole, he's putting for a birdie on two, and he misses it. His beard is even longer. He's got red loud pants on. But anyway, so it'll be you can buy MVP tickets and take pictures with all the Razorbacks. That's a good question. August 1st is the date for that.
This is mayhem when you don't know the price.
Rainwater would say madness.
The other thing, did you hear about the SEC Network? They're going to be airing a documentary called Redemption. And I'm going to throw it at Roger or Justin. What do you think it's about?
Is it Bobby Petrino?
Nope.
Is it Hugh Freeze?
Nope.
Is it about a team?
It's about a team and player.
Got it.
What is it?
Can't you just take my word for it?
Yeah, Justin, you want to take a shot at it?
Man, I don't know.
Hold on, redemption, a team and a team and a player. Team.
Let me give you a
Wait,
hint.
no, let me do this. Pro or college?
It is SEC Network.
Oh, my bad.
SEC.
I apologize. Yes. All right. It's not Jimbo. It's not.
Always start with home.
Are you talking about Arkansas?
When have you heard the word redemption when it comes to Arkansas football?
Tomorrow.
No.
I cannot believe you guys are getting that.
First of all, you got the answer in front of you,
It
Trebek.
is the 25th anniversary of a particular game that happened in Arkansas. That happened, not in Arkansas. That happened, and it was a loss 28-24 at number 1 Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee.
Yes, and the next year, that's exactly right. Yeah, so
25 years.
I was at that game.
And there were demons stirring.
How old was I?
It was 1998 was the Houston's first year, and remember, of course, you know whose foot stepped on Sterner's foot. You remember?
Of course we do.
We talked about that, Wally, on your show. I remember I didn't want to make a big deal about it because I knew Marty and all that. I said, well, it happened. And of course, Brandon felt bad about it, and
That's the first time he'd ever pulled the other foot.
is that right? I didn't know that. So the redemption story is, of course, Clint Sterner coming back with Anthony Lucas the next year, and the great Paul Hill.
Same score.
Same score, yes, exactly same score. So I think it's going to be, they'll do a good job with those, documentaries on the SEC Network and ESPN. But that will, doesn't show when it's going to be out. But I thought that will be a good one. It's called Redemption. I think you guys will get that easy, but maybe not.
Yeah,
That's
I totally blanked on
Yeah,
that.
totally blanked on that one there, Bob.
Yeah.
That's okay.
What
We got to have
27, 24?
28-24.
28-24. Okay.
Yeah, 28-24. And listen, it'll be heavy Sterner. It'll be focused on Brandon Rosewell through his life, but I'm sure it'll be painful to watch that. Listen, to go back and Sterner probably has nightmares about that, but that's to be a tough game to go back and watch. It's going to be cool the next year. And Justin, you were in the game in Fayetteville, the redemption game in Fayetteville.
Yeah, I was. I went with a friend of mine. I was 15, 16 years old, and it was it was probably the best game I've ever been to, just because of the storyline, and then the way we won, and then it's the same score, and it was so I was with a friend and his parents, and I was I was 15, 16, so I missed all the antics on Dixon,
Yes,
because I was too young. I was a couple of years early. I would have been right up in the middle of it.
That's right. Goalpost.
That game, the next week, Arkansas had a record number of applications to go to school. Though.
Is that right?
Yeah. Over 6,000 of
Wow.
average.
Wow. Interesting.
A lot of them never followed up.
Yeah.
But people were
That kind of attention. That'll be a great documentary.
Well, football does for a school. Though.
It does, exactly right. Wally, always great to see you. You're more than welcome to hang out here. I figured you got to go.
Got to go work.
Yeah, thanks, Wally. Always good to see you. Look forward to talking to you in the fall. Melinda Mayo is up next. We're here at SEC Media Days in Nashville.
Y'all have a new writer that's here?
Huh?
Do you have a new writer that's here?
I don't. The paper sent a guy. They didn't tell me till Friday he was coming.
Really? Is in the sports department?
All he's supposed to be doing is tweeting, social media.
But he's got an article on the front page of the sports section there, right?
I looked at it yet. He's ready to. What's it about?
KJ and working out on the beach.
Well, I told him to do. This was the follow instructions. That's a good story.
I didn't read it. I just saw that it was on the front page of the sports section.
Y'all going home today?
Yep.
You don't get to leave for 7.
Well, Randy wanted to leave earlier, but he forgot that. No, so
I don't know
who's is that? Acree's gonna be his Acree show?
No, it's for Randy's show.
Oh, he's just going to do a recording. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You never did. He never did get you.
He hadn't texted me back yet, so I don't know. Y'all might be leaving. You might just
show
leave me to do
Sean.
it.
He put a whole show together on tape.
Yeah. I mean, there's enough sound back there. They could do that if they wanted to. But
You know, it's just really cool. Where do you go from here?
Chicago.
I knew you weren't going home. Cubs?
South Cardinals starts tonight.
Cardinals sucks.
Cubs aren't. I mean, they're not in last place anymore.
I went to the Cardinal game, made it 3 innings.
Where all did you and Monica go over in Europe?
Amsterdam, Prague, Munich, Heidelberg, Paris.
Did you ride the train a lot?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's the way to do it over there.
Oh, yeah. There's 180 miles an hour.
I know. The one we took from London to Edinburgh went 125.
And it doesn't feel like it.
Made it 4 hours.
Yeah.
No. We sat there, ate, and played cards. To me, easy.
South Carolina program is always.
We had one flight to the 12-hour train ride. And it got delayed
What's
for
really
7 hours.
possible for this program? Because I've been wrong
Would
about
be better taking the train.
this individual season.
This year, but you didn't know
Early
that.
this year, and also program change maintenance.
So, first of all, the biggest thing would have to change.
They have a rule over there, though, more than 3 hours late to get your money back.
Oh, really?
They're fighting. They had a mechanical problem.
Good about it. It's like Sam Pittman and Arkansas. Some of these relationships right now, I think.
I couldn't get over how the architecture and the buildings over there and stuff is just. How did they do that back in the day?
It's just the opposite of here.
Like Westminster Abbey and stuff, you know.
We
Yeah.
hate this art. Okay. Oh,
It's our first 5-6 games.
It will be soon.
You are off. Like, it's not going to be easy.
No.
So if you take a off, though, you're going to pack up.
Oh, yeah.
In North Carolina, you don't get a business game. You don't run into some things. These guys, I don't know. They need to get to an SEC championship. They can get to an SEC
That outfit. It looks like pajamas.
Alyssa Lang.
Huh?
Alyssa Lang.
And that's okay. But the biggest thing is,
SEC Network drafted him out of retirement. Wonderful pick. Roman Harper, appreciate your time. Thank you guys so much. All right, we'll take a quick break. Be back more from Nashville.
Daily, even. Daily even.
I'm just like, what are they going to do though? Because Luke Skywalker kind of came back. Yeah. Going to be a Mandalorian, like. Yeah. I feel like they're kind of like, I don't know what they're going to do. But it's good. I'm going to watch it. Dallas. Disney's going to get up there.
Assuming I get a bunch more. Dallas.
Hey, I'm
Oh, I didn't know that.
Even through 2.
That's what it is.
So
Right, give me 1 second.
Oh, they, you know,
Good morning, Melinda.
Good morning, guys. I was afraid we were losing Harry Belafonte. Sorry, Justin.
It's all good.
I do like their tag, facility maintenance services. We don't cut corners, we clean them. I love that. Very good stuff.
Thankful to be sponsored, and I just turned into you ever had it yelling to my car radio.
See, Melinda, before I got on the show, I knew these answers.
That's great. Something happens. Something happens when you get on there. So one of the things,
so horrible, but true.
It's true. One of the things we have not talked about all week because we're over here in Nashville is back in Arkansas. Are we hitting 100 this week? Have we already? Are we getting ready to?
3 or 4 days to be out of Arkansas and to avoid this heat. So we actually have not hit 100 degrees this week in Little Rock. We have some in South Arkansas, but officially we've been 98, 97 every day, but it's just the heat index. It feels like temperature and the humidity, and we've been running that 110, 111 each day. What you guys have been missing out on there in Nashville. This afternoon, it's the last of what's been kind of a 3-day heat wave for us. So we do get tomorrow. Next we can go right back up to this. So you'll be back for that next weekend. I think we could go 29.
Well, I'm glad, Roger, that we're going to be part of our summer adventure continues. We're going to be fishing on the Little Red next week.
Yes.
And it's very so Roger, wait till you get on that water.
Now, what are we? What was our tire going to be? Do we need to get some fly fish pants or something? I don't know what. We just
nice pair of jorts.
Okay.
For each of you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna love the
bug spray.
Melinda, yeah, boy, I learned that. Melinda, are you gonna be there at be there? No, I said, have you ever been on the Little Red before, fished?
It's been probably 10 or 15 years since I've been up there to fish, and never was much. I was raised with a cane pole, just so that's kind of what I did all day long. But I can't wait to see what you guys catch up there. That's going to be fun as your adventures continue.
We're talking with Melinda Nail, brought to you by Facility Maintenance Services in Central Arkansas. Now, I know that we just got the update. John Daly is even after 2 holes. You mentioned, Melinda, you guys had a golfer that is from Benton that is in the British Open that was on KTV this week.
Yeah. Go back and watch this if you want to. His name is Zach Fisher, and our Jack Allen Weekend Sports guy interviewed him. He's from the Texarkana area, but he lives in Benton now. And I heard of the Corn Ferry Tour.
Oh, yeah. You bet.
So he won the Open back in December, and who knew the Argentina Open winner gets to go play in the British Open on the Open, as they would say over there. It's his second major. He was in the U.S. 13. He missed and played in it. He played the University of Texas Austin, so sorry about that. But he's over there. He said what's cool is that like 1,000 people just watching their practice rounds, which, is for him to ever even, much less the practice round. And then on Monday, he got a hole-in-one on his practice round in front of all people. And, yeah.
Well, we'll by the way, Corn Ferry Will Salvatore came off the Corn Ferry Tour, and the Simmons Bank sponsors several players that have been there, and have done well. I don't know about you, Roger and Justin. I don't know if you've ever spent any time. I can't recall you playing on those old British style or Scottish style links. I cannot tell the depth. Depth perception. I can't tell how far to hit it. You can't. It's not like American course. Yeah,
those are my favorite kind of courses because you can just if you hit one way right or way left, you can hopefully play out of the fairway on
another hole.
You're actually playing. Yeah.
It's and of course these are ones with the bunkers are unbelievably tough.
Oh, they're
you can't. And we used to have one in Arkansas, Roger. I know you played out there. What's the name of that?
Stone Links.
Stone Links. Yeah. Did you ever play that, JM?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I like that course. Is this
Excuse me. I've also played in Scotland. Hello.
the oldest course in
is
the
that
world.
still open?
That's right. The oldest course is in Musselburgh.
No, I'm talking about Stone Links. Is that still open?
No, they're building houses on it, aren't they?
Well, the city of North Little Rock did put a disc golf in out there.
Yeah, that was at the time. That was a hot place. I mean, that was a cool place to go out there and get that feel of playing that kind of golf. Well, Melinda, I know you've been locked into all things Razorbacks history. What did you think? What was your takeaway of the three pod players and coach?
Well, sure. It's already on any old game that's on the DVR. We're already watching them, I'm like, why are you watching it again? But it's that season. So I think a lot of what you guys have said, I'm just glad that Sam Pittman is comes across as a likable guy, maybe the most colorful of the current coaches we have now in the SEC. I'm glad he has an answer when they ask him about his music playlist, when he talks about classic rock and, of course, drinking a cold beer now and then. So, and I'm just glad that comes across. KJ, when I first saw him on the mic, I was like, wait a minute, this is a grown man now. I thought and I think he's ready to prove himself. And as you mentioned before, a lot of records that he's going to set this season. When they asked about that he felt like this offense was going to be a bit slower, more of an NFL style, more of a pro style that'll hopefully get him ready for the NFL. But do y'all think that means that we're not going to do any hurry up? Do you think we're going to keep it, tempo?
Well, I just don't think they're going to be as fast as what Kendall Briles, coach. I think he's going to be. It's definitely not going to be the old school where you just be walking the line. I think it's going to be up tempo, but not to the level of what Kendall Briles and Lane Kiffin and them do.
I don't know about you guys, but the tempo at times bothered me last year.
Yeah, I hear you.
The last couple of years, because it felt like we would have one great drive, and then we go out there and go 3 and out and take about 20 seconds off the clock and put the defense right back out there. I'm hopeful, kind of to answer your question, Melinda. I think it could help the defense, which I'm kind of excited about. If they give them a little more of a breather than at times. So that's my opinion anyway.
What about the drive that you would have, guys, and then all of a sudden you would throw in a trick play, and it never worked?
Yeah, that was sort of a take on Briles. And
so, you're talking about like you would turn around and hand the ball off, and just be gashing
some kind of gimmick play.
Yeah.
And then you try to run some double reverse, and you're like, what? Why didn't we just hand it off to Rocket again?
Exactly.
Like, we just got 12 yards.
He sometimes got too cute. He got too cute. But I will say, if you look at the production, it was one of the most productive offenses statistically in the history.
He did a really good job. I hate running the tempo all the time.
I know. Yeah, and it sounds like KJ likes this better. He had a little bit more control. It sounds like he can change. He's got more freedom to change plays.
I'll be honest with you too. I don't know about you guys, but I love that he knows when he was here before.
I did too, though. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was very good
liked
coach.
The way he called plays, and thought he was really good in game. I really liked him before.
Yeah, I think it was a really good gift for Pittman to go back and get him. Obviously, they had a working relationship. That obviously during that Bielema year, I think it was only 1 year. It might have been 2. The other thing too, I was going to say before we let you go, Melinda, he did say Sam Pittman. He mentioned these bands. He did this on Hogs Plus. Aerosmith, and he also mentioned, I think, for the podium too, Aerosmith, Foghat, Earth, Wind & Fire, Boston were his favorite bands. And he said Foghat, he said that they had, he said they don't have enough hits. What is it? Is it Slow Ride? Slow Ride is Foghat's, I think.
Yeah. And I'm not sure, but and then he started talking about Melinda started talking about his Spotify list, which I'm not surprised at the Hot Springs Yacht Club Spotify list.
Yeah, that he had some newer versions of old songs on there. So I love his time up there. I mean, he is like somebody's grandpa, that just a favorite uncle or something up there. But what kind of guts does it take to ask him a question and to guide him about his playlist and stares down the journalist like, if you ask me something stupid, I'm going to bury you right. It's tense in the room because it feels tense.
Listen, our crew got a chance to deal with that with Robert Moore last year. That's exactly the kind of no nonsense. I'm not going to play your stupid games. Give me a question that it's about what I'm doing. Yeah, he's not the most.
You didn't even get his name completely out before I was sitting in the corner sucking my thumb.
He's not the most. Although I think over time he's gotten a little bit more relaxed, I think, at times. But you're right. He's not a guy.
If you're watching Aflac commercials, other than that, he's still the same guy.
That is true. Well, Melinda, thanks again. We want to thank Facility Maintenance Services, serving Central Arkansas. They don't cut corners; they clean them. Call Timber or Harrison at 501-428-6585. So, yes, we'll be back next week. And one of these days, since you're so close, you can come in and hang out in the studio with us again.
I would love to do that. I haven't seen you guys in person in a while. And hey, Justin, I wanted to tell you the Landon yesterday too. When I heard the story that he put on 40 pounds, a player put on 40 pounds, and I thought that was going. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a different bulk guy.
Yeah, they certainly resemble.
Yeah. He looks like a man. Not that he looked like a man before, but I'm telling you, you got 40 pounds for 6'7" frame, and you just look different. And so, that's the kind of guy you want stepping off the bus. Now he's got to produce, but I think the defense is going to be better. But great stuff as always, Melinda. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Safe travels back to Little Rock, and go Hogs. Get to be that time.
Go Hogs.
Awesome.
She didn't say woo pig. She said go Hawk.
Yeah, that's funny. I did. Yeah, that's a good. I'm looking at all those Roll Tide, Woo Pig Suey, War Eagles, Go Gators, Go Dogs. I think Woo Pig Suey is, to me, is right there in that upper tier of Roll Tide Roll, Hottie Toddy. I guess
Hottie Toddy's ignorant.
Or War Eagle. Those would probably be the four. But it's a popular one.
And they're confused. They don't know if they want to be a tiger or an eagle.
that is
Well,
true.
listen, don't forget about the rebel black bear land sharks.
Yeah, true. Yeah. There's a lot of lions, tigers, and bears, but there ain't but one razorback.
Thanks. That's exactly right. Roger, let's take a break. When we come back,
man.
We're going to try to get Joy's manager, Joy Gonzalez, here. He's missing a credential, and of course I can't find my credential. I was on Find Bomb yesterday, and I left it somewhere in this hotel. I'm not sure where. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll visit with him. And hopefully get Marty Smith here in this last segment as well. 8:46 here at the Grand Hyatt here in Nashville, Tennessee, wrapping up things today. You got Lane Kiffin, Shane Beamer, and Josh Heupel finishing things up. 8:47.
Or was it like public? So I'm Steve, and we need to go. Rick was always pretty.
Okay.
Big Charlotte beer, right? Do you think
There you are.
If he would have been he would have
They say anything to you? Hey, grab up. See if you can find one other cherry in case Marty comes too. If you can find that. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. 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 What's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, I can't. Did you see? I can't find mine. Well, I thought I took it off. I thought when I took it off to do Fine Bomb, and I think I was carrying it around. I didn't think I put it back on. Did I?
Thanks, Trey.
Yeah, you bet. What happened?
So is Justin in? I thought you did that. Is Justin? I thought he was in Illinois tomorrow night, but he's in Louisville today. He's playing Louisville tonight. Okay, so that wasn't. I didn't have that added on my. I was like, oh, you're in Illinois the next 2 days. I need to get an updated schedule from you.
You put up here tonight? All right.
Right.
We're here for our anniversary.
It's 8-year anniversary.
We didn't know you guys were going to be here. So we booked
All right. 3, 2, 1.
plan on coming down and book it because it's fall and everything. So I talked to him on Sunday via text.
Year round, we should y'all make it as blessed as possible. And please be joined in person for the first time ever from Ryan.
Last night, I got to see started taking out the pruner guy there. Pretty cool.
And what were you doing? Oh. Was it a good crowd? Everybody fancy? Oh, wow.
Let's talk about Texas and their
my card.
What was the treatment at Big 12 days? What do you expect? I talked about this now. Oklahoma in conference games last year. Opponents were
Came back from home around upstairs.
So all that A&M and Nebraska bracket back in the day, I think I
Hey, buddy.
believe it. What do you expect?
You were already on your way. Well, you got started with me. Here we go.
Yeah, saying all the right things. KJ Jefferson. And boy, it sure is nice to have somebody like that after, the 8 quarterbacks that we went through with Chad Morris, to have somebody that's in his 3rd year here gives you a chance to win for sure.
He's been great, man. He's been great for us.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, he's been rock solid. And we got a backup now, too. We got a backup. That we didn't have that last year, and that pretty much diminished our chances against LSU. And who was the other one? That Mississippi State. Just tough to win without him at quarterback. But I think Criswell gives us a chance to, if something were to happen to KJ, it wouldn't be a drop-off like what we had last year.
Yeah, I agree.
Join us now, somebody that Justin knows very well, Joey Gonzalez. What's up there, Joy?
Morning, Justin.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
Here, pull that mic a little bit closer. I think Joy spent a little time last night on Broadway with his lovely bride, Bethany. They're celebrating 8 years. You went to a new place here in Nashville.
Yes.
We were talking about all the different bars and restaurants and how many, but you know this town. Obviously, you live in the area. It was a new one called
Sinatra's.
Sinatra's.
Yeah, so we went off the traditional country grid, if you will, on Broadway and 2nd Avenue. We went to Sinatra's, kind of a blazer kind of vibe, and there was a crooner in there. I was very impressed. It had a very Frank Sinatra style, voice, and had the suit.
And you can make a request. What did he have?
Anything Frank or very
mellow. Justin, you said they don't like people walking there with cowboy hats.
No, I just think that they just kind of try to make it. I did see some people with boots in there, but the first time after Justin's number one, but his album release, we went there, and they just, I think, a couple of folks who we were with, I think maybe some of the Daisy Dukes and maybe 2 Wrangler for them at that point.
Well, happy anniversary, 8 years. Yeah, it's very nice. We've had a chance. We did the Dewey Beach thing together.
Yeah. It was good to see you pregame last night.
Yes, yeah. So all good.
It was good to catch up, and thanks for letting me come on.
Yeah, we were looking for Marty Smith. I'll reach out to Marty. Maybe he'll stop by here in a few minutes. I want to go. Roger, Justin, and Joy. He is our NASA and moon historian. Today is National Moon Day. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, because today is a significant day. On this day in 1969, what happened, Roger?
Well, I asked Josh. He even got the clips for me earlier today, and I asked him what happened on this date in 1969. Josh, do you remember?
I know what it is now.
What is it?
I know that we landed on the moon on this day in 1969.
That's right. That's not. Where is it? Here?
No, there's a couple of them. You want me to play it?
Very, very fine grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine. I'm going to step off the limb. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
What a great quote.
It has a such beauty all its own.
Yeah, listen, you know what? Here's what I was thinking about, Baz. I've been reading a book after the submersible went down and imploded down there by the Titanic a few weeks ago. Rest in peace. I've been reading up a book about the Titanic again and the survivors from the first to second and the third class passengers and all that. It's a fascinating story. Every one of them has fascinating stories, and even some of the letters, the one letter, the distress call that they had out, the one last distress call that they had out. But after checking that out and thinking, you know what, there's some people that did survive that Titanic, and how old did they live to be? Then I started thinking about today's in history in 1969. Baz, you and I were born before the moon landing.
Yep.
That's how old we are.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the Titanic.
54, yeah, that's 54 years ago. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, we are older than
we're old.
Yeah, that's what that is. I mean, so if you want old, what is your one big thing that you can go back and go, well, I was born before that? We had some people that lived through both pandemics. Somebody.
That's how young space travel is. That's how I look at it.
Well, you can look at it that way, absolutely. But when you creak, when you get off the toilet, you'll go, well, I'm getting older.
Let's throw this.
I'd see for my generation, I would say you would go to 9/11.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
yeah,
very good, very good.
As far as
you were
really
born before 9/11, yeah.
I mean, I was born way before it, but you know what I mean. That would be probably.
I'm the same way, JM. Yeah, it's me too.
Listen. You were you would go back to the season premiere of Friends. What are you talking about?
Let's ask Justin and Joy. Can you give me? I don't know if Roger's mentioned them. There were actually 3. And Roger, I was going to give you extra credit if you could get the third name. There were 3 astronauts on that mission. Can you give me the 2 main ones that everybody knows? And Roger, can you give me the third that nobody talks about? He stayed in orbit. He never got down to the moon.
If it's not for him,
I know.
They don't get back.
That guy got nothing. He goes, you guys got to get on. You guys have to walk on the moon. I have to stay up here.
All right, don't Google it. It's 9 o'clock. See if you can get it when we come back.
It's Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, I had those two names I know.
Yeah, I never can remember that.
I don't know who the other guy is.
Lord, thank you for your time, man. All right, I'll send you a big break. Thank you, man. What's the rest of your day?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good brother.
After some time when you get down there with the kids, man.
What is coming by? Well, it's him and Marty. Him and Ron McGee doing all the Marty McGee stuff.
Yeah, he never hit me back last night. Some schools are here today. Players. Where'd you hear today?
Hey, buddy, what's up? I you know what? Went back to my room. Crashed.
It's fine. It's all good.
Crashed. He was the one that we're gonna go out with. Ted Gaines and Joy Gonzalez. Joy manages Justin Moore. Yeah. So Justin Moore. Yeah. And so Ted and I go back. Ted does. You look all those things he does. He does collegepressbox.com. He knows. He's been in the college sports business for 30 years.
So is that the smoked hog hat?
That is. So did you stay out late or just a color? Yeah, I tell you what, I passed out about 8:30 or 9, and I had several people, including you, that were, hey, let's go do something. I stayed out late the night before.
I went shopping yesterday. I went to the museum stores.
Oh, did you?
I don't go to museums. I go to the gift shop.
Smart. Yeah, you bet. You bet. You bet.
I found some stuff yesterday. I didn't buy it yet because they were closed. I met Kendall Federa last night. I saved her bacon.
Right.
Well, she's struggling with her logo.
Oh, is that right?
I said, you have to find something in your logo that pays homage to.
Yeah.
You can't just have an image. It has to have meaning.
That's right.
And then we found that. So the Davey O'Brien Award used to give a coin to the runner-up. I said, you need to find that coin and replicate that as your main iconic image and use that as an homage to the origins of the award.
Sure. Yeah.
And I found a better picture of Davey O'Brien to use.
He does. Listen, Ted does all the things. I mean, whether it be all the media guys on zip drives and all the things for the SEC, you've been doing all this SEC work for. Joy is in the business beside managing Justin. They do for about 50 college teams. So there's some common ground because Ted does it.
Okay.
That's right up Ted's out. Ted knows about that stuff.
Where are you based out of?
I live here. I did music. Something was like on the side. It started off kind of one thing to do.
Very good. Excellent. When you do good work, and it's good word of mouth. Oh, the company we have doing that. Yeah, it was reliable. They screwed it up last year. I'll go on your website. Check it out. So do you do like luggage tax for like players? So like a luggage tax for football writers members. So logo, die cut and all that. The QR code on there. And they're not expensive. So if we did 1,000 of them, personalized. The nice thing with the logo on it, welcome to campus, glad you're here. You got the smallest little thing, no pad of coffee mugs. We had our awards meeting at the Hall of Fame. It's the first time we were going.
There he is. Look at that.
We're going to the conference room.
Yeah, right here, buddy. Thanks for switching in, man. I appreciate it. I know you got 1,000 things going on.
Good, brother.
Yeah.
How we doing?
Good. Good. I knew you remember Joel. That's what makes you do this here.
Hello. How we doing, Senator?
And JM is in Louisville on a bus in Louisville, and he's playing in Louisville and Illinois the next 2 nights. So we'll be back in about 1 minute.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you. Too. Thanks for your card. No profanity on the radio.
I know. I forgot there's a camera on here. I forgot that I'm on a camera here.
Good to see you.
How you doing, bro?
I texted you last night.
Oh, dude, I'm drinking out of a fire hose.
Nine 906. Got Joey Gonzalez, as I mentioned a minute ago, Justin Moore's manager, and a special guest, Marty Smith, joins us now.
Hello, friends.
What's up, Marty?
Well, I'm not going to leave now. Y'all got the golf.
Yeah, we do. Well, we're watching daily. Dailies, I think it was even after 3 or 4. So,
how many shots would it take you to get out of that bunker right there?
That would never get out of it. We were talking about that the other day.
That'd be a snow. I'd have a snowman just sitting there in that bunker. Rosie. Rosie's like, what the hell's going on right
now? Justin, where I was telling Marty you were on the road. Where do you know exactly where you're at right now?
He's somewhere without service.
Sometimes there's a delay.
I'm back. I missed you. Sorry. What?
There he is. I was telling Marty you were on the road somewhere. Marty Smith joins us now, and I said, I'm not exactly sure where you are. I want you to remind Marty.
I've only told him 15 times this morning, Marty.
Somewhere in Louisville, I think, right?
As a matter of fact, I'm in Louisville. The last time that I played this show, Marty came on stage and sang with me.
Let me tell you what
happened tonight, Marty.
So a 4th Street Live, right?
Yep, that's it.
All right. So I was in town for the Kentucky Derby, I think, and I'm having dinner, and the waiter's like, "There's a concert out there tonight," and I'm like, "Oh, sweet, who is it?" She was like, "Justin Moore." or he was like, it's Justin Moore. I'm like, what? So I text JM and he's like, yeah, man, come to the show. So we walked right out of the restaurant. Stage is right down the street. Here comes JR. He takes us, I don't even know where, we went through like a shopping mall or something. I don't know how we got to the stage, but we get to the stage and I'm tuned up pretty good. Next thing you know, JM starts singing Country State of Mind. And he's walking over to me. I'm like, why is he coming over here? And he's like, come on. So I start singing Country State of Mind in front of like 7,000 people. And I can't sing. But that was an amazing memory, man.
He killed
I love you, brother. That was cool as hell.
Love you, buddy.
That.
And you were just, we barely missed you in Dewey Beach. We went to the Friday night performance. You were there Thursday. That's your second year in a row.
Yeah, I love it there, man. And that bottle of cork is a hoot.
Yeah.
You got to be careful in that place. You lose life all 3 years if you ain't careful.
One thing about you, Marty, we went to the Touchdown Club last year. You were outstanding, and one of the things that you love music. I mean, it's a very important part of your life. You know, a lot of musicians like Justin and others. So I thought it was interesting. Of all the coaches, there's only one that really talks about music, and it's Sam Pittman. You know, and he got on stage. Who was it he got on stage with? I just said Foreigner.
Yeah, and he just told us that story too. He said he probably told you the same story. He got on the stage and he said hot blooded chicken and see, and he's like, is this microphone even on? Can y'all even hear me out there? Pitt's hilarious, dude. He is the beauty of that man is it is rare when somebody is just exactly who they are, and the authenticity that comes with that is so damn refreshing. Yeah. It's just so refreshing. And he told, I asked him what his perfect day was, and he was cracking me up. He's like, when you come back down the hall, country, by God, we'll do it. I said, how many cold beers does that entail? He said, I said, what, about 9 or 10? He goes, maybe a few more.
Yeah, Justin, I think it was around when him and Bielema were together. And those two together were quite the pair when it comes to.
Yeah, we had some fun times, but he's great. He's a great guy. One of the games this year we went to, we go to 3 or 4 a year. Last year, I should say, we stayed with he and Jamie, and we had a good time. It was fun.
A couple years ago, so I'm also the ESPN horse racing guy.
Yeah,
and so I was at the not the Belmont, I was at the Preakness in Baltimore. And I'm standing there getting ready, like the race ends, and I'm standing there getting ready to go across the track to the winner's circle to interview the winning trainer and the jockey and whatnot. And all of a sudden I hear, Marty. And I turn and look, and it's Pitt and his wife. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, man, I met the owner of the horse last night, and they told me that if they won that I should come in, but they ain't let me in. I'm like, well, you're in now. Come on, you with me. And here comes Dan Pitt and his wife. We walk right into the winner's circle. He was like, this is awesome. He's just a great American. I love that guy.
Yeah, go ahead, Joy.
Didn't you race a horse one time?
I've never raced a horse. I've ridden some, and it was an unfortunate.
But I thought you ran when you were on TV one time. I saw you running.
Oh, I ran the 40 at Churchill Downs.
There you go.
Split my pants.
I didn't know if a horse was going the same time, or you just.
When you wear pants as tight as I do, man, you gotta be careful.
Well, you keep yourself in good shape.
It could be a wardrobe malfunction at any moment.
I know the feeling.
Slow.
Well, the other great accomplishment, I know you got to go here in a minute, but I know the long throw of the bag, the
cornhole.
Yeah, it was like a world record, wasn't it?
It was. I don't know if it still stands. So SEC Network, my boss Baron Miller had this idea. He was like, I want to break the world's longest cornhole throw ever on air live. Well, I mean, it's involved. Yeah. You don't just like go do it. They got an adjudicator to come over from London, from Guinness. The guy had his like fancy pants jacket on, and British accent, the whole deal. And he comes to the Georgia-Tennessee game. And I had a big feature on College Game Day that day on Jaden Daniels, LSU's quarterback. And that was the last thing I had to do that morning. Well, I got done at like 11:30 or 35 Eastern time. So I was like, all right, I have a 20-minute window here where I'm gonna go break this world record, because if we didn't do it live in that 2-hour window, 10 to 12 Eastern, it was over. So I go over there and I'd thrown the bag 6 times already. Okay. And Barron had told us in all his practice in like his backyard or in the street to hold the bag vertical, perpendicular to the ground. So that's what we were all doing. So I throw one like that. That's bag number 7. And there's all these pro American Cornhole League guys there. And the guy comes over to me. He's like, why are you holding a bag like that? I said, that's what my boss told me to do. He goes, how do you throw a cornhole bag? I said, like this. He goes, throw it like that. Thump. Thing went straight, airmail, straight in the hole. And I lost my mind.
Sure, everybody did.
Dude, I went
the distance, by the way,
from 76 feet.
Yeah, Marty, you told me the story at I think it was at a show. Maybe it was something else. We were together, but after that happened, tell them how like there was like a discrepancy initially.
Oh, there's
and
huge discrepancy. Huge discrepancy where. All right, so the original rules that we were given said in writing, no body parts can go over this line. So we checked with the adjudicator guy. All right, so our hand can't go over. He's like, no, your hand can go over, your foot can't. I'm like, oh, cool. So, my hand was way over the line, and I make it or whatever. And actually, it was a Hog fan. Some Hog fan lost his mind. He was like, I'm going to contact Dennis. You're a liar. You're everything that's wrong with America.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, yeah, bro, go get drunk, man.
Yeah.
Or go find another extracurricular activity to release some tension. God almighty.
Yeah. And but
go Hogs.
amazing moment on TV. That was
It was super cool. I lost my mind. I about killed Jordan Rogers. He came running off he jumped off the stage and came and picked me up. And I was pumping my fist in the air and I elbowed him right between the eyes. I think I stunned him for a minute. I might have gave him a concussion.
You have any idea about your schedule for the fall games you'll cover?
We are coming back here week 1 for Tennessee, Virginia. They play at Nissan Stadium. We're advocating to see if we can maybe get our stage on Broadway. That's our hope.
Yeah.
And then from there, I don't know this for certain, but I think it would probably be easy to say that we'll be at Bama week 2 because Texas is going to Tuscaloosa. And from there, I don't know yet.
Yeah. Well, you always do a great job. I know you got 1,000 things. You're getting ready to interview Rattler, the quarterback from
Spencer Rattler next, and then after that, I got Shane Beamer, and then Lane Kiffin, and then Heupel, and then Joe Milton, and then I haul freight to the BNA airport to try to get to. My little girl is performing in a Mean Girls theater production, and I don't miss my kids' stuff. Hell or high water, I get home.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you squeezing us in. Like I said, you did a great job at the Touchdown Club. I know you're buddies with JM and go back a long way.
One of my favorite people, man. I love you, brother.
Love you, buddy.
Going back to authenticity, there are Justin's impacted my life deeply. Before I ever knew him, how long have we known each other? 15 years? Long time.
Yeah, long time.
We've been buddies for a really long time, and his music was very impactful for me well before I knew him. And then once I got to know him, I'm like, my God, we could be, bro. We same guy, just a few inches taller.
About a foot, mate.
I reflect, we had a great visit with you in NASCAR when you were, gosh darn it. Justin, where was that at?
It was Indianapolis. Yeah.
Yes.
That was where we initially met.
But there was a great night where you brought a couple of race car drivers to the bus. Jamie, the broadcaster, Jamie
Murray?
The girl that lives in Vegas.
Oh, Jamie Little.
Yeah, so you brought Jamie Little, and I got photos. We had a great night with you. That was a memorable night. It was somewhere like South Carolina, or maybe it was North Carolina.
It was one of those memorable nights that we don't remember.
Memorable. Where was it?
I just remember the UFC fighter you brought on with the cowboy hat.
Cowboy?
Yeah.
I remember.
Wow. Yeah.
That was a great night.
I remember that Indianapolis show, man, because Justin and I got in the Crown pretty good, and we started playing country music tennis. And I mean, we went back and forth for like hours, Justin, trying to top each other.
Us,
90s country songs.
Yeah.
And I just remember it being way too late to the point that it was early. And he played Tougher Than the Rest by Chris Ledoux. Chris covered Bruce Springsteen's song, and Chris just, I mean, that song is awesome. And I packed up my stuff, and I'm like, you win, I'm out. 3:45 in the morning, and 7 gallons of Crown.
We told Greg Sankey yesterday that who was the band that was playing at the cancel? Was it Midland? And so we told Greg Sankey, what about next year in Dallas? JM be the man.
Come on.
Because JM said for the right check. I'll be there.
I got another funny one for you. So I got charged with from the SEC to try to get an artist to sing the national anthem on Sunday at the SEC basketball tournament. So I called Justin or text you one, and I'm like, hey Bubba, I'm like, man, I would love for you to sing the national anthem at the basketball tournament. We'll get you set up with whatever else. And Justin goes, hey bud, I love you, man. I'll do just about anything in the world for you, but I won't do that.
I was gonna say, y'all know where this is going. As soon as he mentioned the anthem,
I love you, brother. I will do just about anything in the world for you, man. You need me to come save you. You need me to get out of jail. You need to send airplanes. But not that.
Good stuff.
He was like, yep, enough said.
Now it's even worse because of Stapleton.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stapleton's, I mean, it's him and Whitney now.
Yeah.
It's him and Whitney and everybody else.
Yeah, set the bar. Well, hopefully you'll be able to Razorback game. Maybe they'll be something good enough to get on the board. You got KJ and Rocket. You got some good players there. Some good, tough schedule. But it always is.
But that place is awesome. I mean, I love that place. I love y'all's fans so much. I still have beef with what's Tusk? Not Tusk. What's the big inflatable one?
Oh, that Boss Hog.
Boss Hog.
Yeah. That's why you got drink out there. Yeah. I thought he came back and gave you a cup.
He did. Okay. It was beautiful.
Yeah, you made many trips. You made several trips for basketball.
I mean, Muss has it humming, man. Yeah. I mean, you look at Nick Smith first rounder, Anthony Black first rounder, Jordan Walsh is going to be the one. Jordan Walsh is going to be the one that people go, oh my God! I think the Celtics drafted him, right? Yeah. They stole it. That kid can hoop.
Yeah. He's had a really good go in the summer league so far. Yeah. So.
Well, buddy, I know you got to get at it. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. Everybody loves you in Arkansas, and appreciate y'all. Yeah, appreciate you squeezing us in with it. Yeah.
Everybody except for that guy that's trying to discount my world record. Love y'all.
Marty Smith. What a character. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. He's a busy dude. He's a great guy. Yeah, and he's got an energy level that is just it is crazy what his energy level is. I switched headsets. He's endless. He's always on the go, and he's passionate.
Yeah, he's good. He's good people, man. He and his wife, good people. It's been fun to become really good friends with him over the years.
Yeah, there was another singer that I'd read that he had become really good friends with too.
Eric Church.
That's what it was. And I just remember that's what made me think. Obviously he said what he said to you about your music, and music is an important part of his life. I love the fact that he tries to find, when he finds where you guys are at, and he makes it work. He can be there.
Yeah, he always carves time out for us. So he's a special guy.
If you go back and look, I didn't get a chance when I interviewed him last year for the Touchdown Club. If you go back and look at the Marty Smith from 20 years ago, when he had just started in NASCAR, and look at his look, he's transformed over the years, and really, he's a self-made man in this business. And he's doing Masters, he's doing Indianapolis, he's doing PGA. He's doing everything. He just got that ability, Horse racing.
Yeah. The last show he came to of mine, this was last year at some point. He texted me before. He goes, "What size shoe you wear?" I told him. I thought that's kind of a strange question. Well, come to find out, he's got a relationship with the Jordan brand. and he brought me like some crazy rare pair of Jordans because he knew I was a big Jordan fan and collect shoes, and so just really a giving, kind, caring guy. Just good folks.
Always on the go too. I would have asked him just because I know we had limited time. And Roger, I don't know if you saw this story or not. I want to find out if you guys are in or out. So maple syrup flavored Spam has arrived. It's already on Amazon. They're getting ready to put it on the grocery store shelves soon. Did you guys know that there are 11 different types of Spam now?
You guys have no idea. No idea. I like Spam though, but I don't think I'll do the maple syrup. I'll stick to the original.
Roger, what about you? In or out?
I'm not a Spam guy. I'm a potted meat guy. I like it as far as the little spreadable stuff. I'm not a Spam that where it just falls right out of that can. I'm not that guy. Now, I like Spam.
I like it fried.
I've never had it. Maybe I've never had it fried, but again, I like the Spam in a can, which is the spreadable potted meat, and I like maple syrup. But together, forget about it.
It's flavored. They said they're really hitting the breakfast angle hard. The press release includes a breakfast sandwich recipe, and here's what it is. Again, they said they also have teriyaki flavored Spam, and it says FIGGY pudding Spam. Figgy pudding Spam. I don't know what that is. What that means?
Figgy pudding.
Figgy pudding. Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know what that is.
It's in a Christmas song. It's Figgy pudding.
Yeah. I just know it's in a Christmas song. That's all I know.
And it says this was for the holidays. That's exactly right. So anyway,
speaking of Spam, I think if I go Cliff Clavin here, I think Spam is either made in Hawaii or they eat more Spam than anywhere in the country.
Wow. That's your crap question.
That's a factor crap. Hey, listen, speaking of factor crap question, today is the anniversary.
We got to get back to the answer. All right, Justin or Joy, who were the three people that were, especially the two actually walked on the
I know the
moon?
two, but I don't know the third.
Yeah, okay. Go, you and Joy, give us the two.
Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong.
Exactly right. And Roger, did you get the third?
I know who the third is. He floated around. He kept things going.
Yes, he kept glory.
I've always said, not only was it an amazing feat that American man landed on the moon, but they got the hell off of it too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They had to get off of it. Absolutely. Michael Collins. Michael Collins was
the other guy, the forgotten astronaut that nobody talks about. He's like, man, I'm the one who kept everybody,
what's his name? Who did Tom Hanks play in the movie that he played?
I have not seen that yet. I need to go back and watch that.
I forget Jim Lovell. He played Jim Lovell. So Jim Lovell was they were on their way to the moon. But for the second time, I think, and then on that one in Apollo 13, they didn't get to land for obvious reasons. They didn't get to do it. But think about Collins. He's there. Everything's going good. And he still doesn't get to touch the moon.
No. Yeah, he's like, look, hey, I'm going to come back, and one of you guys take the controls for a while.
Hey, you guys go ahead and go, play your little golf game and stick out the flag and do all that sort of stuff. Oh, I'll be back to pick you up. It's like you're the mom and you dropped your kids off at this thing in the mall or Aladdin's Castle.
That's funny. I've never really thought about that.
Yes. The other thing as we go to break, Roger, I always find these interesting things that happen on this day. One was like Sitting Bull surrendered to federal troops. He'd been a fugitive since he whipped up on General Custer, the Battle of the Little Bighorn. This was also the day in 1944 that they tried to kill Hitler with the bomb in his East Prussia headquarters. Didn't kill him. It was when Tom Cruise was. What was the name of that?
Valkyrie.
What is it?
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. That's exactly right.
Yeah, Valkyrie Kilmer, I think.
The last one, on this day in 1994, O.J. Simpson offered a $500,000 reward for the capture of his wife's real killer. Robert Shapiro, who's now, I think he's deceased, activated a toll-free number for leads.
You know what's funny? He could have offered a $10 million deal for somebody for information and a
I wonder if he's
conviction.
still waiting by the phone.
Joey Gonzalez has to get out of here. Congratulations on your 8-year anniversary with Bethany. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Have a great show, Justin.
Thanks, bud. See you soon.
All right. We'll come back 9:30 here at SEC Media Days. It's good that Marty got to be here. Let's go. Thanks, but yeah. No, I think we're good. What did you tell Randy?
I told him that we have Sankey at 11:20. He goes, oh yeah, I forgot. I guess we're here all day.
So is he? Yeah, I need to ask him. Hey, buddy. I saw the singing last night. Well done.
No, it wasn't well done. Let me know what I can do to help you guys.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. It was great. It was great seeing you. Well, now that that's the case, looks like I am, which is fine. I wish I could find my darn. I'm going to go down and ask at the front desk and see if anybody.
Just go ask Craig if you can get another.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Yeah, Marty's great.
Yeah.
Hey, David.
I wanted to ask him, Justin's going to do his 10th anniversary for the Boys and Girls Club.
How long is Richard Cross?
They asked me to find a celebrity to kind of do a kind of co-host, and David kind of wanted to make it a little more special this year. And David kind of be the interviewer. Marty and Justin were perfect. I could do vision. I was doing vision. And I wanted to see if I could get that almost a verbal commitment from him. You know, it's still ways out.
When is it?
It's Tuesday, October 10th. And I like the date because typically he's not doing anything. The only thing we take him out is probably his kids and being home with his family.
Yeah.
He traditionally, I think, travels like on a Thursday, and he's out till Sunday.
Yeah.
He's a busy dude, man.
But,
he's always going.
The other person I thought was Bonnie Bernstein, and then Kevin McCall. These people have been around.
Right.
Brad Nessel would be another one. Just people that have really, I think it would be a good rapport. I think David has enough, ammo to bounce off everyone. Sure. Kind of make it fun.
I didn't know how tight. I knew that they were buddies. I didn't know how tight Marty was with Justin.
Let me shoot him a text.
Great to see you, brother. Enjoyed last night. It was fun.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're still around, I may check out. Come over here and work.
We're going to get on campus around 4. Gus has a doctor's appointment at 5 for his OT speech, and we'll be back probably around 6:15, 6:30. Sleepers will be here probably around 5. I shoot at 4. Sort of watch the baby and then getting out probably just.
Well, cool. Awesome. Well, listen, I may be around. Maybe, I guess, because he knows once you stay at that point, you're going to have to stay if you're going to do the show. Way to go, Trey. Way to go.
Well, what do you want me to do? Say, oh, Randy.
Yeah, tell Sankey to get in here. Let's do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to do the Sankey interview. That's it. So that's right. I got so much work to do. It's fine. I just hate getting in so late tonight. That's the only. So, tell Bethany you said hello. I may, like I said, we may see you a little bit later. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you were talking to Ted knows Lanyard talk, man. He's done that before. That guy, right? He's a brainiac, and but he does web. You don't see collegepressbox.com. Go to it. Yeah. All right, brother. See you, buddy. Enjoyed it.
See you.
Yeah. I'm going to send the email about 11:45.
What's the guy's name? Craig.
Pinkerton.
Yeah, I guess.
He's over there at the table in the corner. He might go, no, we got to escort you out right now.
That's correct. All the interviews are there.
Look at all our luggage and stuff. We got more.
So, I guess the thought is you got to do that because we have to check out at what 12,
11 here.
Tired? What, did you stay out late?
3 a.m.
Are you serious? You did 2 nights in a row?
Jeez.
Wow. Did Barrett stay with you too?
Mm-hmm. For the most part.
Holy cow.
We closed down the place, or
So I went back to the stage after karaoke because a girl that I knew from New York City that was in town, I went to a school that could do it. She texted me, I was just about to leave, I was so tired. And she's like, I'm out at the stage, I come say hey, I got my work friends. I'm like, but then it surprised me once I got to the stage.
What's that?
It surprised me when I got to the stage. I guess I got my
second win? Wow. How old are you? It gets harder each year. Those you still got the range where you could do that. I can't do it anymore. Here we go.
John, I have a few minutes with you. Are you available? Yeah, absolutely. I'll give you as Oaklawn Hogs host. Is that all right? Be right. All right. Wow. David? Okay. Are we rolling? Adam says we're rolling. So I'm going to trust Adam. Adam says we're rolling.
Man, some good stuff there by the King, Elvis Presley. Where'd you find that, Roger Dodgy?
When you and I go down that rabbit hole with what we send each other, I follow that stuff, and I thought maybe I'll get that one for Jay Bird since he said probably the Grand Ole Opry, the first.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, good stuff there. Also on this day, 1965, Bob Dylan's "Like a Rolling Stone" was released, first big hit. But yeah, that was great hearing from Elvis. Now listen, I apologize. We apologize to everybody who's texted today.
Yeah,
we're trying to go back and circle back around and answer a lot of those. We just been so busy. We haven't had a chance to get to. I see where like, for example, this was
normally we do so good with reading those throughout the show. It's rare that we don't get to that.
We do better than what we've done today. This one says during World War II, Spam was sent to Hawaii to feed the troops. Hawaiians fell in love with it, and it remains a major staple in their diet. McDonald's serves Spam in Hawaii. How about that?
Very good.
Never knew that.
Yeah, we learned that about. But what was the thing in New Jersey? It was
eggplant.
Eggplant is raised in New Jersey. We found out that the Romans used urine to brush their teeth.
Well, and someone is saying that they didn't use it to brush their teeth; they just used it to rinse, which makes it better.
Oh my gosh!
Urine and goat's milk together.
Yeah, urine and goat's milk, absolutely.
Oh my goodness!
Listen, I guess if you had that
minty fresh.
Yeah, look, the court jester is going. Hey, look, the king's getting ready to brush his teeth.
The other thing we hadn't asked Justin, since he just said something on the show, it's National Moon Day. Of course, we talked about why that is. It's National Lollipop Day, National Fortune Cookie Day, World Jump Day, and lastly, International Chess Day. Justin, we know that you were right at the top of your class at Point High School. You're a 4.0 student. So I would imagine you have probably played a little chess in your day. True or not?
I never have, but my daughter is really good at it. But no, I never have played it. But in honor of Lollipop Day, I am a former member of the Lollipop Guild.
Very nice, very nice. Roger, this is what I think I love about this show. Roger had no idea his knowledge of the game of chess. Roger, talk about some of the moves that you remember playing back in the day when you were a very active chess player.
Sure. Bishop to knight and rook to pawn.
That's it.
We'd do that and checkmate. Also, a great. I thought that whenever I started going out clubbing, that I'd go to that place. It'd make me smarter. Pawn. Okay. All right. No. Your queen's been captured. Pawn, rook. Rook, pawn, bishop.
I think you mentioned that you had a jester too.
It was a jester. You had a jester and a Meghan Markle. You want to make sure you get those out there. If you capture my Meghan Markle, it's over. Which, by the way, did you hear that they're having trouble?
Yeah, I did hear that.
Isn't that
Could
just
you
sad?
imagine after all that they might split? Could you imagine?
How about that? Yeah, because they're losing money. They're losing money, and it's not working for him. He's spending way too much money. Also, on the other side of that, did you see where my girl, Kim Kardashian, saved another girl's life?
No, I didn't see
We'll
that.
have to get the audio from that. Now, I don't want it to be lost in the story, but this young lady comes on and she's wearing some of Kim Kardashian's Skims. You've seen her out the Skim stuff, right? It's real tight. Well, the girl comes out and we'll look for the audio. It was out 2 days ago. She goes, I was at a party and I was shot 4 times. And because I had you were shot 4 times? She was shot 4 times, and because the Skims is body forming and holds everything together, she credits her Skims outfit for holding the bullet wounds in place, or she would have bled out. She said she would have bled out. Isn't that incredible? Thank you, Kardashians. Thank you.
I
know.
The other thing, I don't think Justin was on the line with us yesterday. Justin, were you on when I made a comment about Heather Dinich?
Yes, I was.
So I had some people, saying you should say that for Jessica. You should. And I'm like, was what I said that inappropriate yesterday?
Well,
I don't remember specifically what it was.
Heather Dinich. I just made. I said like,
oh, you went down. Let's see. You went creeper.
I did not.
It was noticeable because
I don't want to. I'm sorry, Josh.
The 2 times women have walked by this week, we've gone like, "Whoa, Royal Rutledge."
That's right. I don't want to say creeper.
No, Heather did it.
Creeper is a negative connotation, and you're just being a man.
Laura Rutledge never walked.
We thought it was Laura. It looked like
Yeah,
Laura.
she's on maternity.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. Listen, I have major respect for Heather Dinich. She's a voter of the Girls War. Actually, 2 days ago when I first started, just say thank you so much for doing this because I know you're super busy. But I will say this. I've been around her for years, coming to these kind of things. And again, she's been a prominent, high profile. You see her on ESPN. Is one of the major college football contributors. Her look, I mean, she's almost done the Marty Smith thing. I made the comparison how Marty's look where he started. It's just evolved. And I like today, Trey, you saw her. She looks like she's wearing like leather or all black.
Yeah, listen, you see what's happening right now, man?
You're like, wow.
No. Not only are you not, it's not necessarily that you're going down that same path. You're getting quieter as you're saying it because you go, there's so much that she's walking right there.
She got high heels, black leather, and I mean, she looks almost like modest.
I'm on your side, bro.
Listen,
I rarely agree.
I'm a man.
I rarely agree with her takes. I'm not the biggest fan of her.
I'm not even.
Whether you are or not, she's a major player in the business. I mean, she's one of the faces.
Yeah, faces.
Yeah, she's one of the prominent. Right across Trey, the whole day when ESPN, when the mothership goes to this deal is either Paul Feinbaum or her. She reports on all the playoffs and has been for a while.
Or Greg McElroy.
Well, listen,
they've been there.
Where I'm running has always been those two.
Yeah.
So what I'm just saying is that but my point is, why? And I even sent pictures to Jessica of her today. I said, this is the woman I was talking about yesterday.
And what did Jessica say?
And she's beautiful.
Listen, Jessica is a wonderful woman. What do you want her to say? Jessica. Let me tell you something. Jessica's smart. Because she's not going to let, just like you are, you're not going to let somebody know something bothered you, and that way they'll stop doing it.
Well, hello. I had to listen to her almost lose it watching Tom Cruise the other night at Mission Impossible. So I said,
excuse me, I'll lose it too when I watch it.
Listen, she that's when I told you. Justin, she leaned over me. She goes, "How old is Tom Cruise?"
Yeah,
I said, "Yeah, he's my age. Yeah, I'm sorry. I used to be in shape like that. I'm not anymore." So if she can acknowledge the hotness of it, why can I? Justin,
I got it. And
Justin, you do it with Kate. I mean, right? I mean,
yeah. When we were watching Top Gun Maverick the other day, I told you we rewatched that. She's like, he looks exactly the same as he did 30 years ago or whatever.
I'll go out on him right now. I watched a movie last night or yesterday. I found it on a buddy of mine's jailbroke Fire Stick, bringing Hollywood to its knees on top of this strike.
Wow!
And it's Seth. What's Seth's name from the cartoons? The cartoon Seth. Seth MacFarlane. What's his name?
MacFarlane.
Is it MacFarlane? Anyway, it's A Million Ways to Die in the West. It is all. It's a live action version. Listen, it's hilarious because of because he does the same stuff he does in the cartoons. But in that movie, his love interest is oh my gosh, not kidding. What's her name? The white South African actress. that played in Devil's Advocate. Charlize Theron. Let me tell you something. Smoke show. And now Samantha, I want Samantha to know that Charlene has taken over for Nicole Kidman. Hey, speaking of Nicole, here's the deal. Thanks to Joe Franklin, here's that clip from Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian saved my life. This New Year's, I got shot 4 times. The night that I got shot under my dress, I was wearing a Skims bodysuit. It was so kept me from bleeding out.
She got shot at a New Year's Eve party. Hey, Ma, Dad, I got shot 4 times. Thank goodness for Skims on doing that. Hey, I want to say thanks and hello to my buddy out there, Chuck Denton, because with a cellular data solutions in that Cradle Point you got, Baz, that's the reason we've been able to get top-notch broadcasting right down there with cellular data solutions in that Cradle Point. Thanks to Chuck Denton for all that he does for our station. He's one of the good guys as well.
We also need to thank Steve as well, Roger. If you look, we were on camera today. I was on camera, Justin, and I think maybe we can do this on the bus with Justin as he rides down, gets out of bed, rolls over, and plugs in his tie line.
He can now.
I am wearing the morning Mayhem sweatshirt pullover today. We'll thank Steve Qualls for doing our shirts for us.
Design Lab by Locker Room Athletics. Thanks to Steve for doing that. You can see the group photograph of all the Boudreaux's trivia players. I put that photograph up there, Baz. And the only problem that when I put that up there, I thought, well, you're not in the picture of the Boudreaux's group. The big group picture that we did. In the Morning Mayhem picture? Yeah. No, you took it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm taking so many pictures I can't remember.
I know. You didn't. You weren't in that one, but
I was in that.
Exactly. No, but it's such a great picture, and we've given so many of the shirts away, as a matter of fact, and we've got more to give away. Thanks to him for doing that sort of thing. And I started thinking, Wayne Smith came up here with his boy, and what did he wear?
Morning Mayhem.
He wore they both wore their Morning Mayhem shirts, and I need to get a hold of Steve and see if he will get Wayne a hoodie. Wayne needs a hoodie for this fall.
Yes. Well, those are the popular during the wintertime. Everybody loves the pullovers.
They're the best. Anyway,
I like your hat too, Baz.
Thank you, buddy.
I love that hat.
I love this color too. It's
that's a great. Is that a Morning Mayhem?
It's more anthracite.
Oh no, that's the Hogman's Game Day.
Yeah. Hogman's Game Day Superstore.
You gotta have a large noggin to wear that hat because it only come in you and Todd Pierce size. Head size is what it was. I mean, because I couldn't wear it. Oh, and John Mark's the only other guy that could wear like an 8.
We'll come back and wrap this thing up. And don't forget, we've got the countdown to kickoff tickets on sale. You got the Beer Margarita Festival this Friday. That's Rattler.
Yeah.
What were the numbers on Rattler last year?
Not as tall as I thought he was.
He came with all the hype, but I don't think
he had the
he put up.
Clemson game where he smoked him, which really boosted his numbers overall. But his numbers weren't that good outside of that game.
Remember all the hype that
he's kind of a feast or famine guy.
Yeah,
I think he's kind of a gunslinger type.
Yeah, he's being interviewed by Peter Burns, I guess, at the SEC Network. All right, we'll come back and wrap things up here in Nashville.
Oh, I forgot he had 377 against us. We beat him. What that game? That game was early in the year, the last year, right? South Carolina.
Second game.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Second game of the season.
What's daily? Tell you what daily is. PB. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
One over through 6.
Okay. Of course, I don't have my ID on me.
Huh?
I don't have my ID on me.
Where is it?
It's I had to bring my when I was in a wreck, the cop kept it, so that's why I had my passport. I left it in the room.
You left your passport in the room?
I do have it on my phone though. That's a good thing. That was one of the I was the favorite band of Sam Pittman, as he mentioned yesterday. Aerosmith, Foghat, Earth, Wind, and Fire in Boston. Justin, I don't know if we talked about it since you've been on here. Maybe we have, and I've forgotten. Number one movie that Sam Pittman mentioned yesterday, his favorite movie, Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt, number one on the list.
You mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah, and he said no. He said Joe, not for Joe Dirt 2, but Joe Dirt number 1. So
I didn't even know there was a Joe Dirt 2.
I don't know. Maybe there's not. Maybe he just said that. Trey Schapp, what is the where's John Daly at right now at the British Open?
+1 through 6 holes
at the Open. One
at the Open.
Yes, sir. I'm glad he's healthy. I was wondering if he was going to be healthy. You know, he's been dealing with so many surgeries and knees and everything. And there's 2 other Arkansans, right?
Mateo Fernandez de Oliveira played at Arkansas, won the Latin American Amateur, so he's playing. Taylor Moore, former Razorback, is playing. Also, David Lingmerth is a former Razorback.
Right.
He's playing. And then Zach Fisher, Melindo talked about him earlier. Grew up around Texarkana, played down there, now living in Central Arkansas, is also playing in the Open.
That'll also be going on through Sunday. And this, guys, will be the last time we do an SEC Media Day that does not include Texas and Oklahoma. How bizarre is that going to be next year? I mean, how bizarre. It's just going to be weird. It's just, it's almost like we're going back to the old Southwest Conference days. You got Texas A&M, Arkansas, and then, of course, you got Oklahoma, who's in our same region. Missouri's in there. It's just, and it's going to be in that. Very nice. Exactly.
He just climbed up in my lap. My lap.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Him and Ken are on the road with me this weekend.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. The other thing, the big movie's coming out. Oppenheimer comes out this weekend, as well as I think Barbie does too.
Are you all seeing it?
I want to see Oppenheimer.
I'm seeing it in IMAX tonight. Very fired up.
Oh, are you? Oh, very nice.
Fired up.
Yeah, that's got great reviews so far.
Oppenheimer. Baz, you gonna see Barbie this weekend?
No, I'm passing on Barbie. I've heard decent reviews. Now, listen, I love the actress that's in it. What's her name?
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. I love her too.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rob.
I tell you that. Speaking
I'm
of,
with you on that one.
I don't know if we ever talked about it, Justin. After I don't think you were on the show after I watched Joe Dirt. Yes, those two leads, the female leads in Joe Dirt, outstanding.
Most definitely.
I can't remember their names, but that was strong.
Yeah.
Brittany Daniel.
Brittany
Yeah,
Daniels.
that was one. Yes.
And then the chick from My Name is Earl.
Yes,
Presley.
yeah,
Presley.
yes.
Jamie Presley.
Yeah,
Boom.
Jamie Presley.
Yeah.
We did get, I know Justin Acres here. Did get a chance to get the birthdays. I was going to mention one just because Justin's such a big fan.
Don't do it on his show.
Yeah, Dan Rooney, Pittsburgh Steelers. He's the son of the team founder.
That was not going to make the list today.
I didn't think it was for you. Yes. What's up, Justin?
Monitoring the Open Championship. Roger, what are you watching here, buddy?
It was the Open.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I thought they had like limited interruption on the commercial. I thought
Unless
they like
it
get split.
changed. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm kind of monitoring that, and I heard Trey mention Zach Fisher. Cool story. He and Daly, I think, are 1 over so far, and Zach's through 13. So he's having a good, solid first round. Taylor Moore and John are playing together, actually, and then David Lingmerth, who just got in after his performance at the Scottish Open last week. Keeping an eye on him as well. Great guest in studio today, fellas. I wish you guys were back in town. Moses Moody, the Golden State Warrior, is in town doing a lot of cool things in the community the next couple days, and he is going to be in studio joining us today and talking about some of those things and what his goals are for next season. And does it irritate him that Steph Curry's so good at basketball and golf? So we'll get into all that. We've also got the mayor coming on today. Dr. O'Malley's going to be on with us. We've got Richard Davenport from Whole Hog Sports, the Democrat Gazette, on some recruiting. Jason Milligan's going to be on another purse raising at Oaklawn. And so Jason, the vice president of racing, will join us. We'll talk to him about what precipitated that and goals for the coming season.
Very nice.
And then Chris Alley with the Average Guy movie review coming up later as well.
What's the movie?
It is... It's a movie I was not familiar with. I will tell you that,
What?
Raj. Yep.
All right, sir.
It's
Now he hasn't commissioned yet, right?
He has not.
Okay.
He doesn't get out a lot. It's called Pinball.
Pinball.
The movie's called Pinball. I don't know anything about it. It's about a guy who saved the game of pinball.
What? I do know that's a true story.
So
It's based on true story. Okay, yeah.
So I snuck out last night and watched the last night of IMAX for Mission Impossible.
Yes. What do you think?
Oh my God, I almost swore.
Yeah. Never stopped, did it?
Cramming all the Mission Impossibles the last couple of weeks. Been binging it.
I want to do that.
Okay,
yeah.
so I started out, and listen, there's only 2 sucks. It's the only one that sucks. 6 is not very good, I didn't think. And
which one was 2? Is that the one where his wife was in it?
No, that's the next one.
Okay.
2's a love story, though, and it's not good. It's slow. Anyway,
Okay.
but dude, listen.
Yeah.
Holy Moses.
Yeah.
Last night.
America's answers to Canadians, Keanu Reeves.
And I hate it that people didn't get to see IMAX after last night. It is, the freaking stunts are stupendous.
He's incredible.
It's amazing.
Greatest actor, stage and screen this
Now-
country's ever produced.
Whoa.
if I'm not mistaken, JM, we won't talk to you for a while, right? You're after you do a little vacay, correct?
I'm going on vacation. I was just actually talking to Trey. We may have to hook up, and Wes actually texted me, and we may hook up as well. So we're all headed that way.
Well, have a great vacation. You've already have, I guess you got 3 concerts tonight and Friday and Saturday. And we'll talk to you in a few weeks, buddy.
All right, guys. Talk to y'all soon.
Roger, I will. We're headed back that direction at some point. It may not be till midnight tonight. That'll be interesting. But tomorrow we're